Hello, everyone, and welcome. School is in session. It's not school. It's fun.
It's back to school,
It's
folks.
academy. School can be fun. It's an academy where you learn all good things that have always happened in an academy.
And it's not like one of those video game academies where they lock you in a room and a bear tells you that you have to fight your classmates until you can find your way out.
Gosh, remember that?
Yeah.
Remember that third grade?
Yeah, that was messed up.
So get out your pencils and start drawing the turtle and send it in. And you too can be a game designer, unlike me, Vinny Caravella.
Or me, Alex Navarro.
I've never made a game.
But like
Zandra Van Chestein.
There we go. I love it. I love the name so much. It just rolls so well. Give me the whole pitch.
Oh, I mean like from...
Yeah. You gotta promote your stuff. Come on.
Where are you from? Where are you going? What's happening?
Okay, well, I just moved to Montreal. I went indie, and I'm currently working with my friends at Iconoclast.love on a cyberpunk coffee shop conversation game.
There you go.
Okay.
All right. And also made other games before, but she's not gonna say it. She's worked on some awesome games. Worked on Chariot. It was awesome. Anyway,
I liked it.
how are we gonna do it?
Easily.
All right. Should I put this up? Are we ready to go?
Yeah.
All right. Let's do it.
Yep.
Explain what we're doing here.
All right.
So you're a game designer.
Yep.
Professional. Like you've been paid to design. I want to make
Absolutely.
that very clear.
Oh, yeah.
That it's not like me coming by and being like, I can make a video game, pay me money.
No, like I've technically been making games for 20 years.
Uh-huh.
I've been paid to make them for the last 6.5.
Okay.
So yeah, I started like way back in the late 90s when like indie gaming was a very different thing. Like with click and play, making like weird little games. Incidentally, those games got me hired later.
Okay.
Nice.
And basically, this application Construct 2 is kind of an evolution of a long line of programs for Windows that let you make games without knowing how to code.
So this is Construct 2.
Yep, made by the folks at Sierra. It is a lovely little program, and I'm going to show you just how quickly and easily you can make games. It's great for prototypes, too.
And you can get this on Steam?
Yep, absolutely.
Okay.
How much is it?
I think the personal version is about $130, but
Okay.
it's on Steam, so it comes on sale.
Okay.
I usually I think I got mine on sale during one of the frequent things they have. And if you want to make games with this professionally, they have a business license. And basically the whole thing is, if you make like more than $3,000 with it, upgrade to the business license.
Okay.
Otherwise, you're good.
Okay.
And there's also a free version. This is the personal version, which has like a few like more. You can do more stuff in it.
Bells and whistles, I believe they call them.
Yeah, more layers, more events. We'll get to events soon.
All right. Jump in here.
All right,
Show me how to
so-
make a video game.
Yep, let's make a game. First thing first, usually we kind of want to have assets, and so I brought in an asset pack from the fine folks at Kenny, and they make like,
How do you spell that?
Keney.
Okay.
They make games. They're in the Netherlands. They also make a bunch of asset packs. You can buy some of them. Some of them are free. This one I think I got through a donation drive they had at some point.
Okay.
So I'm just going to add something and then load up here in my asset pack. The Kenny stuff.
So this is not just stealing assets.
No.
These are assets that are made for use, like fair use.
Absolutely, any use.
Okay.
Yeah, technically.
So rule number 1, if you don't want to steal all your assets, there are places to go to get free assets.
Yes.
Absolutely.
If you're taking notes at home, I want to make sure that that's okay.
Like a great place is, I think, Sorting Hat, which is sorting.at.
Okay.
And,
Okay.
And basically, it's I want to make games. Okay, here is a very simple, like, choose your own adventure thing. And will tell me, oh, do you want to make this game? Go get this software. And here is where you can get assets, free assets to get started.
But if you're following along at home, and so far it is Construct 2 and Kenny.
Yep.
Okay.
Kenny, like this. If not sure if you can actually read this on
Yeah,
screen.
I think
but
that people can read
So
it.
is that like royalty-free music that you can put in videos? The same basic concept?
Absolutely.
Like, hey, just
Yeah.
have at it, use any of these sprites? Okay.
Yep. Let's see. Platform pack. Hold on just a second. Oh, there it is. It's my donation pack. Art, platformer, base pack, player. Okay, there we go.
Oh my goodness.
Here's a bunch of folks.
Here's some stuff.
There's some
Yeah.
nightmares.
Huh.
Oh my gosh.
Pick one.
I like
Blue guy.
Okay. yeah.
P1 Hurt definitely speaks to me the most.
Okay.
All right, let's go with P1 Hurt.
All right. Yep, that's me.
Yep, there we go.
This is me.
Yep.
Looks like a minion.
God.
It's always minions with you.
I thought that was you.
No, it's not. That's the...
That's what I heard.
Moving on.
Yes. Oh, and first of all, this is like our layout side and the actual game. And if I go in project properties, this is going to be like an 850. That's a weird window size. Like this is like 1080.
Who's going to play that?
Yeah, not a lot of people. So let's just let's just put it in 720, like bring it up to the current generation.
Okay.
Seems sensible.
And
Oh, HD. This is that 4K I've been hearing about. Got it.
almost, yeah,
so-
it's in the ballpark.
So this is if you. I'm gonna ask a lot of dumb questions, so bear with me.
Me too.
So what you just changed was the game size when it launches.
The window size.
Okay.
Yeah, this is kind of how it works. It presumes, yeah, it's a game, it's in a window. I'll just save this right now so we don't have to lose everything later. What should I call? What would you call this project?
I don't know. The Minion Cup. Let's just keep with the theme.
We could do the Minion Cup.
Uh,
I didn't say it, Alex.
Legally, I don't know if we can.
Let's, or
there we go.
Steve
Yes.
Ball.
We can't do the Minion Cup.
I like
Yes.
it.
Okay.
Well, now we have a theme for a
Okay.
game.
Okay.
All right.
I've made a mistake. Okay, so and also so we have this. We have the layout size, which is this whole thing. It's very close.
So that's like your whiteboard, like your.
It's the level. It's
Okay.
literally the level.
Okay.
You can choose to use it or not. In most of the games I've made, like also the ones I made in like the game jams, I rarely use it. I just generate stuff in it. But it's the most easiest. The
Okay.
easiest way to do it is use it. I'm just gonna I'll just like add a 0, and here you go. Now
That's a big level.
That's a big level. Yeah, it's like
Now we're getting to some Risk of Rain territory here.
Oh no!
Okay.
Now
yep.
we just made No Man's Sky.
Yeah.
Great
Oh,
job.
wow.
This is how they did it.
That is how I feel all the time, right there. It's just me up here
Floating
in this
around.
corner in this giant white void.
Let's just make Downwell. We'll just make it all vertical. But we'll do it horizontally,
Okay.
and you'll be falling horizontal. We'll call the game Falling Forward.
Yep. There. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. I don't know if I can actually set the gravity to be horizontal. Let's check it out. Okay, so first of all, I could just press play here. This is how construct worked. There we go.
So you're playing the game now.
Yep.
Okay. That's the game. It's done.
Yep,
Can you move
yep.
that guy around?
Great work.
All right.
Let's
Well,
make. Okay. Let's.
It's an indie game, so we need a good story.
Okay.
No. That's the thing. I'm a fan of bottom-up game design,
Uh-huh.
which
Okay.
means you start with gameplay, fun, like experience, tactile experience, and after that you figure out, okay, what story would make this make sense?
Okay.
And then
see,
you build on top.
So
of
we'll
it.
apply the tragic backstory later.
Yeah, exactly.
I got a fine art degree, so I have to come up with a whole way to explain it first, and then I just put up a red square on a wall and say, "This is the tragedy of life."
Yeah,
Oh,
I've done it this with some games, and sometimes it ends up, oh, this is great. Yep, I contact people, get some cool permissions, nice. Oh, this sucks.
yeah.
So I have to, yeah. So it's
You make good games first, and then a story to fit it.
yep. So
it.
let's construct works with behavior. So I just made this thing. It's a sprite. We can do a lot of stuff with sprites, and I'm just gonna add a behavior. Behavior basically is a bunch of code already done for you.
Okay.
So there's like attributes, general stuff, and movement. So let's say we want a platformer. 'Cause
Okay.
the guy kinda
Seems
looks like-
sensible. Yeah, for what we
Those
got
are
here.
very popular
There
nowadays.
you go. I add platform movement. So we just go back there.
Whoa,
There we go.
Uh-oh! Oh no!
Right. We
So-
should probably put some floor.
I've
So
had
gravity
I've
is
had that
built
dream.
in, right?
The platform thing. Yeah, you could just build everything yourself, but the platform thing comes with gravity, jumps, movement. It comes
Okay.
with a bunch of stuff built in. So for prototyping, that's really good. It's think of it kind of like a built-in asset store in Unity.
Okay.
It's a lot like that.
Can this guy have a gun that shoots tiny versions of himself?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Oh
Don't get ahead
yeah,
of
now you're
yourself.
talking my
Don't
language.
get
Okay.
ahead of yourself.
Okay. Sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm a big subscriber of the gunless, machine gunless school of game design.
Oh, I want lots of machine guns.
I like
Innovated
we-
by Genova Chen.
We can
Oh.
make him spit out smaller versions of himself.
Like, can
Okay.
he open his mouth and like barf out versions of himself?
Yeah, we can
like
work
holy
with that.
water in Castlevania.
Oh yeah, an eternal scream where I'm barfing out visions of myself. That's
I want that to be how he attacks.
Is this
Oh,
the,
I like
Is
that.
this the floor?
Yeah, actually, okay. Everything seems to be in a base 70, which is weird, but we're gonna work with that.
When you say base 70, is that 70
this-
pixels?
Yeah, these
Okay.
assets are like 70 by 70. Usually, you want like 64 by 64, 32 by 32. You know.
Something divisible.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly. This isn't, but it's
Okay.
okay.
something
I'll
you can
just-
apply tournament structure to.
We'll fix that. We'll just go and we'll fix that later on in the game development process. That's
Fix
how
it
that
in
works.
post.
Yeah,
Yep.
known shippable.
There we go. So now I can just make this handy dandy floor.
Okay.
Put it here.
And now when he falls, he can pick himself back
What?
up.
Oh,
No. Oh, right. We got to tell the game, hey, this is a floor.
Can we make that a
right.
quick time event where you have to
Yeah.
push A, otherwise you fall through the floor?
We could totally do that.
Okay, we'll do that. That's
yeah.
a DLC.
Yeah, absolutely. We could.
That's,
So
that's
yeah.
an alternate. That's a second New Game Plus way you start.
So I just tell him, hey, behavior, you're a solid.
Oh,
Floor,
okay.
now you're solid.
Does jump through mean that it is passable?
Like from
yeah.
the bottom up.
Let me show you.
Oh, right, like a Contra thing.
Oh no! If you add this, we have officially made a platformer. because you will be able
Oh,
to jump. Oh my
shit.
goodness! Look at you.
Yeah. Now,
Yeah. Look at that guy.
Oh no, it's
Make
too
that-
solid. I
that should
can't
be
jump through it.
That should be jump through. And your jump should be bigger.
All right. Again, I wish I had the ability to put lower thirds up here. Again, we're using construct 2 to make
Yep.
this.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I actually don't know how it's supposed to be pronounced. I usually say construct too. It
Okay.
should be construction.
I think
don't
it depends
know.
when you're done with it, it's a construct, and when you're making it, it's construct, right? There you go.
Yeah, meteor, right? Yeah,
There you go.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
I like that. I
That's
like
right. Once
Yeah.
once this game enters the atmosphere. All right.
So yeah, I just add jump through. Now it's
Yeah.
solid and jump through, and it affects both of these. Basically, if I affect one, it affects
Oh.
all of them.
Can you have it just be one?
Yeah, I'd possibly just like duplicate it and make a second copy of it.
Okay.
Since it's using the same asset, it's gonna be pretty small.
Okay.
And here we go.
No.
I'll do the impromptu sound. Help! Help!
Can we record sounds?
Help!
Oh.
That's
I mean,
weird. That's the weird part of it. Oh, maybe I know what?
Because
You have to
Ah.
turn the
Both?
solid off.
Yeah,
or,
I think
or maybe
that's it.
reorder.
I think it just could be one or the other.
Okay.
help!
There we
Yes.
go. Hey.
It goes behind it.
Yeah. Yep, that's because of the Z order. And you know what?
You want to change
Let's-
the order?
Yeah, let's do some layers.
Oh, change the order.
We're going to reorder the Z order. I don't know why I decided to do that in a vaguely Herzogian accent, but I
That's
did.
right. This is a documentary
Mm.
about our game. Yeah, we
There
definitely.
we go.
I should try and find some.
The sad child
Uh,
tries to jump through the platform,
Okay, you're the narrator for this game.
but
That's
he
right.
cannot.
Sebastian-esque.
Yes.
I think put
His
some, like,
pain is
work-
our pain.
some license-free work music put on the background. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Nice.
Do-do-do-do.
So
There we go.
So basically, is it really just like layers in the Z order? Like who's going to be in front of the other asset?
Oh yeah. Like I just put this. You're on B, and you are on action layer. There we go. Now this layer is bigger than this one, and I could like literally decide which one is like I could Z order because I'll send to top of layer, send to bottom.
Sure.
So
Right.
there's that kind of granularity. And Danny also asked hey, let's make this thing a bit jump higher.
Yeah.
So jump strength is like, let's just add a 0. There we go.
Yes. 10 times stronger.
Bye.
Oh, fuck yeah. That guy's great.
We just make Kerbal.
Did he die?
No, he'll
Where
come
did we
back.
send him?
He'll come back down eventually, right?
His home planet needed
Yeah,
him.
it's. But anyway, while
While we wait.
while we wait, so let me actually just set it up so that you can use it with the controller.
Okay.
So now let's go into events. Basically, events is doing the things that all of these basic behaviors don't. You can pretty much make a whole game with just behaviors and construct and not even have to code anything. And this is technically sort of code, but it's just logic, no
Okay.
syntax. So
Okay.
it's once you do a lot of this and then you go into like C# or whatever, you realize, oh, this is a lot of the stuff I've been doing in construct. It's just now I have to like type out the things.
Sure.
Right.
So what we want to do is, all right, we need to add the gamepad, which is we add the gamepad object, which is,
Right here.
there it is. Now it's in there. It's like some objects don't actually have a presence. It's just, oh, hey, this game is going to use a gamepad.
Okay.
It doesn't by default because like it just not to clutter the
It's
stuff.
omnipresent. It doesn't need to signal its presence. It is known.
Again,
Yep,
this
yep.
is all you need to do for controller support for your game. I don't understand why it
Easy,
becomes
yeah.
so hard.
Pretty
Yeah. Why is it so hard
Yeah,
to
so
do?
D-pad is on the right, on gamepad ID 0, because in programming, every list starts
Right.
with 0 for a reason.
What is that reason?
I don't know.
Okay. Math.
Could be. Yeah, it makes some problems between programmers and game designers. I will let you know. Yeah, it's. So basically, this does is like, when the gamepad ID 0's D-pad is down on is pressed on the right.
Uh-huh.
Well, simulate control platform on the right because it's a weird formulation for that, but it works. It's basically like, hey, you have default controls for the platform. Why don't you just like make as if I was making them work this way,
Huh.
and then
so,
we'll be good.
so it's basically saying like use your defaults.
Pretty much, it's
Okay. Like you know how this is done on platform controls.
yeah, pretty much like, hey, make the platform movement go right, make the
Uh-huh.
platform movement go right, and make the platform jump.
Okay.
And now,
The 3 pillars of platform
Yes.
design.
Oh, hey.
Whoa!
Oh, shit.
oh right, I forgot
I
about
died.
that.
No. I don't think you forgot anything. That is
I won.
intended feature.
Well,
Jump strength, maybe dial that back a bit.
Yeah,
800.
2,500.
Oh,
We'll see
don't
what that
give him
gets
that
us.
kind of power.
Oh, I need double jump.
Oh.
Wait, will I come back down?
Yeah.
All
Land on
right.
that platform.
So if I just tap it, it does the full jump. Is there a way to make it like, games
Oh,
where
boy.
you hold it for longer and then you jump higher?
Well, absolutely.
Oh,
Oh,
my goodness.
Yes.
Oh dear
Wow.
Lord.
Yep. What I do basically is, see, the same thing is here. I'll just do this, and what I do is instead of if the button is down, if it's the button is released on button released, and the same button, and then basically I will tell this guy, let's see where it is. Oh yeah, set vector y, which is its speed, to 0.
It's vertical speed.
Absolutely. So if I just do this, and you know what? Here's my assets. What should we name this little
Steve.
Okay.
Steve?
You're really going with this minions thing, huh?
Oh, I
Is
thought
Steve a minion character? I actually
I
didn't know
believe
that.
there is
I thought it
really?
was a Fob Wash reference.
There you
Oh,
go.
I just that was
Okay,
the
yeah.
first
Could be
name. I,
both.
Well,
first
maybe-
name I
Maybe
thought
Fob
of.
Wash is a minion. Have we considered that?
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Steve. Okay, so
I mean, he's definitely an agent for evil.
Also, congratulations, Steve.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
oh
congrats.
yeah, congrats.
Congratulations on your child.
Oh, look at that maneuver.
Oh, I can. It's like the Skywalker Game Genie code on Mario 3.
yep, you know what?
Yeah,
because
cool.
I forgot to add a little something, which is, oh, by the way, only do this when Steve's like vertical. Oh, I'm actually going to do this. Okay.
I love all of this. Everything that's happening right now
Crazy.
is great.
Compare two values. Okay, first value is going to be Steve's upward momentum, which is vector y. If vector y, y starts at 0 at the top and then goes down.
Okay.
So if your vector is,
Throughout the whole thing, it's not like it's not.
oh, I
into
mean,
quadrants.
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
It's in here, like
Th-
here
that's
is 0, 0,
Yeah,
and
okay.
then this is like x goes in this
Right.
direction, y goes in this direction.
Okay.
So basically, if its vector is positive, it means it's falling. So basically, I'm telling you, okay, if your vector is less than 0, so if you're going up, this event works. If not, it's not even gonna run it. So there we go.
Oh, I can't floaty jump anymore.
Yep, because it's basically it's not listening to that event if
Right.
once you're going down.
So now, if you wanted to add a momentum to the jump, would you have to do that mathematically?
Probably I do something like if you as you hold it,
Yeah.
you add to the momentum,
Yeah.
and beyond after a certain point it caps. So in the first
Okay.
few fractions of a second, it builds momentum. So we could just tap it to get a little one, and then
Yes.
that's probably something.
But
we
you
could
do it mathematically. There's nothing in here that's just like, okay.
Oh, I'd probably just need to tweak it, and that's something I need a little bit more
Okay.
time to experiment. Yeah, it's totally
Okay.
doable.
So right now you do have jump control in the sense that you just let off when you want to stop.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And I can just, I'm just going to make some more platforms and stuff like that. So you get more of an actual level.
Okay. All right, do it, Dan.
All right. I'm gonna
Solve the
win.
level.
All
Win.
right.
Win the game.
Oh, right.
Oh,
Scrolling.
it's not scrolling.
Nope.
I'm dead.
Okay, scrolling. And probably tone down your jump a little.
Oh, yeah, a little bit.
Is double jump as easy as just saying enabled on that?
Don't get me started on double jumps.
Oh no, they're great.
They ruin the game industry.
But Castlevania, it's awesome.
I have a fundamental opposition to double jumps that have no reason for existing.
That's right. That's why you put in a grappling hook.
Kratos can
Yeah,
double jump.
absolutely.
Can we put
Yeah,
in a grappling hook?
if it's like, oh, you have a jetpack or it's like an air dash, that's great because it's a different move that you can move, like, and you can add to your jump and give a lot more. But if it's just jump and then you can jump again, it's all right. I think you have some.
So you're saying that we
justification,
need some kind of motivation for our sad dude here to double jump.
Well,
we need a backstory that sort of justifies it.
Well, Alucard was a Dracula, so he can use Dracula powers to double jump.
So, like, if we were to put like a double jump, if you like sprouted wings on the second jump,
Or
think
just some in the lore of the character or something.
yeah.
Like Kratos could double jump, but he had god powers. So Steve has something going on here.
Yeah.
What happened to Steve? He got exposed to not
YouTube,
radiation.
He got exposed to YouTube, and then he can jump.
That's
twice.
definitely the face you make when you are exposed to YouTube for long periods of time.
He like Captain was it Captain S went through into YouTube.
Okay.
And came back, and the prequel will be how he learned the double jump.
We're not.
when he
Yeah,
came
yeah.
back.
We're not to the prequel yet,
Yeah.
though, but we will explain it.
I'm definitely of the mindset that he is harnessing the power of sadness here to launch himself further than he would normally
He's so
be able
sad.
to.
He can
Yeah.
generate that to not touch the ground.
He can weaponize
I don't want him
it.
to be
He
sad.
can weaponize depression. It's
Steve,
great.
no, Steve should be a happy guy.
Well, I mean, look at him. You just
Yeah,
Yes.
you've literally describing the opposite of what our character is.
Okay, I got an idea.
okay. What?
What if at the end? Okay, stop me if I'm getting way too ahead of myself.
Okay.
What if we made Steve pretty big?
Uh-huh.
And inside of him, he had a finite amount of little Steves, like 100 little Steves. And at the end of each level was the minion cup, and he had to barf little Steves in to fill the minion cup enough. But if you get hit in the level, you lose your
some of the minions,
Steves.
yeah.
But and at the end, he's frowning because he has so many little Steves in him, and it makes his stomach hurt. At the end, once he barfs all the little Steves into the minion cup, he turns into Happy Steve.
I think you got it. I think
All right.
you nailed it.
Cool,
All right.
cool. So what I'm gonna do?
We'll get there.
Okay.
I think this is a nice little round, Steve.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do that. And
Round
actually,
Steve.
can we resize? Yeah, we can totally resize. About
Nice.
half. There we go. And I'm just okay. I'm gonna make this like a bullet.
Okay.
Steve, a Steve bullet.
Okay.
I do like the mini Steve.
Yes.
Mini Steve.
Can we make
Yep.
default Steve a little bigger so we can see the little Steves he's barfing out?
Well, it'll zoom in when we get there.
Yeah. Let's
Let's start here.
Okay.
Yeah, never
okay.
change two things between testing sessions.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
This is
and-
good. This is good advice.
Yeah. Write that one down after try not to steal assets.
Yep. That's
That's
yeah,
the first one.
Remember
That's
the
literally
remember that
the first
one.
rule.
That's remember,
Don't
yeah.
steal shit.
And I've lost focus.
That's it. Game's over.
Did it crash?
Dan broke it with his little Steve thing. Did we
Oh.
save it? Here, I'll cut back, and then if you need to do anything, here we go. Boom.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Now this is also part of game design, right? This is where you start banging on the computer.
Yeah, this never happens.
No, never
Yeah,
happens.
never ever. Tool sets are always infallible.
Yeah, okay, I'll just maybe
Mm-hmm.
yeah, wow, this thing is like stuck. Wow.
Uh-oh.
Straight up dead.
Yeah, I'm thinking I see like this little object window, so maybe it's
Yeah.
kind of like thinking.
Oh, like you gotta hit cancel or something on a pane. What if you hover over? Here we go. We'll debug it. Hover over the at the bottom, the start bar or whatever. Hover over the icon there. No, just that one window. What if you close it from there? There we go. We'll debug it.
Save
there we
changes.
go. Don't save.
Don't save.
Oh god damn it, I'm an idiot. Well,
okay. Welcome.
I wanted to say
to
cancel.
We can't make the Minion Cup 2.
Right. The sequel.
Well, we're gonna do better. We already know what we're.
There you
see,
go.
look.
Oh,
Okay.
hey.
It's
Steve's
all
there.
still here.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
It doesn't have mini Steve. That's okay. I'll just add.
See, it was Mini Steve that was throwing the wrench in the whole thing.
Yep, but now I know where he is. There we go. I resize him.
All is well.
Yeah, this is why you save.
Again, for those joining us, we are making the world's best video game
Yes.
in Construct or Construct 2.
Save. Okay. There
Okay.
we go. Okay. So and then I add him. You are Steve, mini Steve. You are a bullet. That's another one of the base behaviors that are already in the game, in the program, which is really useful.
So while you do this, I don't know if you can talk and do this at the same time. I know there's
There we go. Oh yeah. In all likelihood.
I do the best when I have a goal for making a game. Is there anywhere where I could showcase my game that I made somewhere within the community or somewhere where we could play these games that I would make?
If you're talking with the Giant Bomb community,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Where would that be?
Yes. If you go to itch.io, I believe it's itch.io/giantrom.
I always say
Or-
itch.io. I realize that doesn't
Really?
actually describe the URL very well, but I just say it that way because it's so much more pleasant.
I always say it's itch.io, but
Yeah.
if it's an URL, I think it's an
It is
URL.
itch.io.
An URL.
An URL.
An URL. Yes.
That's the
yes.
name of my game is URL.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's what we should
That's
name
the
the-
name of the character's URL.
That's the name of his friend that he's got to meet by vomiting.
No, he's
into
got
the
a
thing.
gross friend named URL.
URL?
RL are his
Okay.
initials, but he's gross. So it's like, ew,
Yeah,
RL.
it's like
I think
Ron
it's
Lewis.
literally
He's the bad guy.
it's. Do you have internet?
We do.
We used to.
At
Okay.
once,
Well, that's
long
loading.
ago.
Okay.
So anyway, we've got the giant ROM.
Yes, absolutely. We've just finished the third one,
Yeah.
which is full of amazing games. Oh my gosh! And the great thing is, like every single one of them we do. The first one had 20 entries.
Yeah.
Second one had 24.
Okay.
Third one has 28.
Nice.
So we just need to keep that streak going.
More games.
Yes, absolutely.
Always
And
more games.
Four more games.
Never stop
Yes.
making games.
exactly 4
and
more.
the three of us here, we should make a game.
You could totally make a game.
Okay,
Vinny,
I'm
I
sorry.
can barely make a sandwich.
Well, that's what we're gonna learn how to make your sandwich game after this. I have plenty of ideas.
And the great thing is too is that if for any reason you made a game based on Giant Bomb before or outside of a jam, let me know, because on itch I also have like this Giant ROM 0, which is basically a catch-all for like, hey, here's all of the games that people have made outside of jams.
Okay.
This is like some of Fabwa's old games are in there, some of my old games are in there too. That's kind of where I put my super silly stuff, like the Commander Reichert and Ace Striker and that kind of stuff. It's a way for people to put a bunch of stuff in there, and it's so cool to see people making games.
Of course.
Ah.
All right, so now you're making the vomiting little Steve.
Yep. Basically, what I'm saying is, okay, when you press A, also Steve is not on the floor. See, it's on the floor. I'm gonna invert that. Steve is not on the floor.
Okay.
And you press A.
Is this Schrodinger's floor? Is Steve yet on and not on the floor always at the same time?
I could put both in there.
I don't want to break the game.
It's not gonna do anything at that
Okay,
point. It's
okay,
gonna
all
say
right.
like,
So
well,
when you push this button and Steve's not on the floor, what
Then-
should happen?
I'm basically can I just simulate control? Probably not going to do anything for the jump, but I can. Oh, it said double jump. Oh, you can. Oh, there's totally double jump in there, but we're not going to do that.
Good call.
Set vector X, and its jump. His jump check is like, I think what?
I think now it is very high. Yeah.
Yes.
It's where it is. Yep. So, or wait, you know what? Can I actually? No. Okay. That should be minus. So you get into the air. And that is not released. That is pressed.
So wait, let me see so when you do this, so he jumps.
Yep.
If he releases the button, he'll start falling back down. But if he pushes it again, he's gonna go another 2,000 up in the air.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
So can you make the double jump like twice as big as the first jump?
We can do anything.
Oh man.
Can you make it tiny?
Don't tell him that.
Make it tiny. Make him jump like negative
Hey,
10.
can
I
you
just
make
want him
it-
to go up a little? I want him to have to keep jamming it.
Can we enable double jump so you can hit A in the air, but then the double jump just makes you blow up? So everyone has to make sure they're not hitting A while they're in the air.
We could
It just
totally
seems
do
like
that.
a super gory. He just
Oh
dies
yeah,
immediately.
okay.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
The game could be called Don't Double
Let's
Jump.
see what the viscera assets in this look like.
What if you triple jump and that happens? So you can double jump. You can never
your stuff
triple
comes back
jump.
together like the T1000 and you're good
Okay.
again.
And you actually double jump.
No, you just fall.
You just fall.
Yeah,
like
you
a
ragdoll.
solid-
Yeah.
Okay.
You're sprite ragdoll.
can I have current scale in here? Okay.
So what are these attributes?
Yeah, these are attributes. What I'm gonna do is this should work. Maybe. Let's see what it does.
Now that's the game designer mentality I remember from
Ship
my
it,
brief
ship
time
it.
working.
Whoa!
So that's jump through.
Uh-huh.
I poop out little Steve's. I can poop little Steve's. Did you know he was gonna poop, or is that a fun accident?
No, that's
There are no
Oh
accidents.
my God, that's great. Can they pile up on the
You
floor?
gotta make them pile up on the
Yeah,
floor.
they need to
You
pile up
gotta
on the
make 'em
floor.
pile up on
Okay,
the floor.
Yeah.
That's why he's so sad. He's constipated with tiny versions of himself.
Oh, but then he's killing
No,
himself
he's
when he
leaving
poops
a,
it out.
He's leaving a trail of I don't like where this is going, but he's leaving a trail of them on the ground.
For once, Vinny, I don't agree with you. I'm with Dan on this one. This is exactly where this needs to go.
Yeah.
no.
We're on the right path. I feel it.
You
I
need
feel
to
it
poop into the
inside.
minion cup at the end of the level.
Wait a minute. Okay.
You have a time limit, and if the time limit runs out, you just shit wherever you are. So you have to get to the cup and shit in
I'm
the
off,
cup.
I'm off this train. I'm off. I'm out.
Okay, join me back over here.
Yeah,
the
back
game is
on
now
Vinny's
called
side.
You
We're
Gotta
done.
Shit in the Minion Cup.
All
All right, let's do it. Somebody
Yes.
made it. It somehow made it through testing. This tested really well in
Awesome.
our focus groups.
I can't believe this is in the Sony conference. Like, you know.
Oh no!
Oh,
Whoa.
shit.
Wait.
Yes. Oh wait, they're not supposed to fly away when they get pooped out.
Why shouldn't they?
Why do they all have brains now?
Wait, what is
They're
actually
just
happening?
glad to be out of his
Oh,
butt.
okay.
Wait, are you controlling them?
Yeah, I'm pooping.
Okay, so what is happening? I have in bullet and physics, and those two do not work well together at all.
Got it.
So you added gravity, but the platforms were not made to be exempt from the gravity?
Yeah, also, I just
Okay.
picked one to put immovable. See, when I change these little things, it only applies to the one I selected. So only this one was immovable. All the other ones just fell off the ground. But if I select it here, now they're all selected, and they can all be immovable. There we go. And
When you say immovable, it means that they will not move with physics.
exactly,
Okay.
they're physics, but they're like
But the
they're
physics is
ground.
keeping him
They're
in the air.
pinned, right?
They're
Yeah.
pinned, pretty much. Yeah. So physicsy things can bounce off of them. And if I just disable this. Let's see if this works. Let's
Okay.
see if this...
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So they're dead when they get pooped out.
All right, wait.
So
I've got a question now.
Were they truly
maybe they're like
alive?
cryo sleep.
I have a second controller. Can I take control of all of them?
Yes.
at once. Oh, so you control the little poops and I'll be the pooper.
Yes.
You can
Okay.
totally do that.
Can
yes.
we do that right now?
Let's
yeah,
do
let's
that.
do that. Let's
All
do
right,
that. Let's...
now
This is a good game.
let's see if this controller syncs up.
All right, so...
We're gonna crash the shit.
Is this
going
going to be on Steam by the end of the stream?
Maybe
No.
not.
Oh my gosh, no. But it could be on itch.
Yeah.
Oh,
by
okay.
the end of
on
the
itch.
stream.
All right.
So here's what I want to do. I want to control the first one that comes out, but every other one I want to follow me. Can we do that?
So like little baby
I'll,
ducks?
I'll try something.
Okay.
I'll try something. We can iterate. That's the part of the game we iterate. The thing is, like, we will always make something terrible at the start, and we
Okay.
make it better. We just have to accept that.
Hope. We hope.
Yeah.
So what you
well, that's the
want is a chain of poop.
That's the new name of the game.
Chain
That's the
of
new
poo.
that's the new name of the game.
Chain of poo.
Yeah.
But
Cha-cha-chain,
I'm so
chain of
sorry
poo.
to Aretha Franklin. I'm very, very sorry.
a chain of URL. Or was it
URL Stein.
URL Stein. Yes. URL Stein's Goosebumps. I remember that.
Dear God. What have we done?
Man, making games is fun.
Who knew? Wait, when do we get to crunch?
Never.
Okay,
We
good.
don't crunch here. Vinny.
Okay,
Okay.
great.
That's what one of the first among the many lessons at the academy. We don't crunch. Crunch
Okay.
actually may seem like a good idea at the time, but it's terrible in the long run, and it actually is counterproductive.
Okay, that's the third thing to write down, folks who are keeping track at home. I forget what number 2 was. I know number 1's don't steal your
Well, I can tell
assets.
you what number 2 is in this game.
All right, so
All right. So, Vinny, are you the poops?
I don't know. Should I try and move?
yeah,
try to move the
to
poops.
the right.
Oh my God!
This is hell. This is absolute
is
hell.
happening!
And I love it.
Wait, so do you just control one of them?
I don't know.
No, it's
One
all-
is pulling the rest of them.
No, it's
So
all
there's
of
like
them.
there's
It's
like
all
a
of them.
magnetic poo and the rest are getting pulled?
You're moving them all.
Okay, so Vinny, try to
Okay.
move in the okay.
I'm just gonna add you the actual other directions. Like, I just repeat it for the left, and then I basically just get, hey, apply a force of physics in this direction.
Okay.
And I could also literally do like let's
I need a jump.
let's go. Yeah, let's go nuts a little bit
And
here.
can we make it if he hits Y, they all blow up? Like if he needs to clear the slate. It's
Oh,
like,
yeah,
get rid
sure.
of all these poops.
I love that it always comes down to blowing up at some
Yeah.
point. And then he blows up.
Yeah.
I can find no fault in this design. It feels.
And then if you get the high score, then you blow up.
Yeah.
Then
But then the score comes out.
And
Like
then
your
if you-
guts splat the score on the screen.
it's up to 3 players, but if a 4th joins in, everybody
Blow
blows
up.
up.
Yeah. If a player drops, everyone blows up.
Everybody blows up. If you fall more than 4 pixels, you blow up.
Are there sound effects here?
There could be. It's a bit of a hassle to add them, but we can totally do
could we
that.
make
let's wait until
Yeah.
we've got the
That's-
mechanics
okay.
the way we want
I just
them.
want to throw it
That's-
out.
that's good thinking.
Once we
Yeah.
get that ready, I want the Y, make the poops blow up button to
Yeah.
also make a fart sound effect, and I want that to be repeated based on the number of poops on the screen.
I bet we can find a fart sound effect somewhere in
Okay.
there.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay,
There are
okay.
many resources on how to find some good fart sound effects and other sound effects if you should need them.
Yes.
Okay.
Like it's.
But why would you need any others, honestly?
Yeah.
I have a
it's-
folder of fart waves.
Of course you do.
I actually
Of course
do.
you do.
So.
Of course you do.
I had a sketch show in college. I kept my files.
You'll have to join semester 2 where we
Oh.
go GB's Academy and it's sound design.
Oh, it's Foley work.
Yeah,
Okay.
Foley
If
and
you need
sound
me for
design.
Foley work,
Yes.
just let me know.
All right.
And I'm just gonna add a little bit of something here just for fun.
You know, I say this in all honesty. I am actually surprised at how fast this is going. Because
Yeah.
It's
whenever I've tried to do something of like, oh, we'll take you through this tour of something, it's
Right.
usually very slow, and the results don't come until about an hour and a half in.
It's almost ready to ship.
yeah, it's
Yeah, pretty much.
that's the thing is that like I've been doing this for like 20 years.
Yeah.
So yeah, it comes easily.
And the
Okay,
tools
good.
have definitely evolved
Oh,
far
my
past the
gosh.
point. Even like when the indie scene was initially blowing up, like the both the access and just the level of tools that are available to anyone who wants to make games at this point are crazy more involved and more complicated than they used to be.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
it's
so-
But in
pretty
a good
amazing.
way. Like there's
Oh,
just so
yeah.
much more you can do with that stuff.
So if somebody is getting started, is this something? Again, we're in construct or construct 2, and is this something you recommend over, say, something like Game Maker or just jumping into Unity?
Basically, if you want to make 2D games, oh yeah, Construct 2 is pretty awesome. The thing is, like, it depends on what you want to do.
Okay.
Construct 2 is free, and I think that's a great big thing. It's free. You can do things really quickly. You will get results quickly. And for a person who's just starting out into games, that is super motivating.
Yeah, I bet.
And I think, like, it has limits. It's HTML5 games. Like, you have games on Steam that were made in this. You have, like, I think the next Penelope, which is a really cool top-down sci-fi racing game, entirely made in Construct 2.
Okay.
Super amazing. But
so you can make commercially viable games,
especially if you're
absolutely.
able to like bring your own assets to the table.
yeah, but if your goal is I want to put this on a console, that's trickier. You might want to go into Game Maker, which is again 2D, works similarly, but needs a little bit of code. But by that point, you've learned like, oh, events, how to make things happen. You already know in your mind what you want, how you want to make this happen. So
okay, so then you just have to find where that is in the other tool.
Exactly. And if there's a bit of code, you know what you need to write. So you're not just completely at a loss. And at the end, Unity, if you want to get into 3D or like some, it also does 2D, but Unity is also great to like export onto everything. Then yeah, that's a really good thing. But then by then you're coding in like C#. But there is also like Playmaker, which is an asset on the asset store. Basically lets you make games a little bit like this, which is like connecting stuff and just like commands and tasks, and that's also a really good thing to do. But yeah, I would start with Construct just to get your feet wet.
It seems like a very good like introductory kind of thing at the very least.
All right, well let's continue on our dark road of Steve the
Gone too far. No way to go back now.
Big Stevie.
Yeah.
Gone too
And then
far. The
mini
secret to
Steves.
Gone Home. Gone too far.
Yeah.
And this is what happened.
Yes.
This is actually Tacoma we're making here.
Yep, pretty much. I'm sorry.
I'm not.
All right, let's see what it does. I just
All right.
changed a bunch of stuff. This is very
Great.
risky. Let's
Okay.
go.
So I can move. Okay, so Vinny,
Yeah,
do I have the double
do
jump
it.
blow up? No, double
Okay.
jump poops. Okay. So Vinny, you can move.
I'm moving.
Hit Y. Okay.
Is that exploding? That's exploding. Up.
We'll add the
Are you getting
explosion
smaller?
animation and the.
I think you're.
Oh, I'm shrink.
Oh, you are shrinking.
Let's get rid of you.
Wait.
Keep
okay.
going, keep
Can,
going.
can I make it so the more you shit?
The
So
smaller
if I need
you
to
get,
fit into a little thing,
But the
I just
things
need to
are the
shit
same
a lot.
size.
I'm the master now.
Now I'm the tiny poop.
what? I don't.
Okay, wait.
What rule did we apply to make this happen?
Can we make it so if the mini Steves wind up being bigger than Steve Prime, they
poop?
are the ones who poop?
That sounds tough.
Oh, this is okay. You're adding so many layers here. Let's.
Yeah, but what you can do is like if you run back into them, you reabsorb them.
Okay, like T1000.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
That
all right,
makes
then I
sense.
would have to run away.
That to me is a
Yeah,
sensible
or it
thing.
could be a co-op thing. Like I can make it so
Yeah.
that if you press Y to blow up, but if you press like I don't know X, then you reabsorb into Steve.
Okay.
I think that's
like,
the way
it
to
like
go.
magnetizes it.
Okay.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
All right, let's do that.
I still don't know how we got here, but man,
Can we-
am I glad we did.
So before we do that, is there a way when he pushes Y to swap the sprite for something? Like when I push Y to explode, can we swap the sprite before we blow up?
Oh yeah, totally.
Okay.
Like if you want to make it like an explosion thing.
Yeah.
Or just put the other Steve or somebody, just something in there.
Let's just be
yeah.
clear. I don't want feature creep to stop us from actually shipping this product at the end
What?
of this feature.
That's
I don't
a
want
good
to add
point.
too
That's a really
much.
good point.
I don't want to
actually.
overdo this.
I want too much.
I know you do.
Actually, and let's start organizing.
I get it. You're Kanye in a room full of producers, and you're
Yes.
just listening to beats, and you're like, I want that. I want that.
I'm video
I get
game
it.
Kanye.
No, totally. I get it.
Oh, I see what's happening here.
But I'm
Now-
just saying, before we can become Kanye, we still have to get to college dropout Kanye, and that's we
I've
have
been
to put in the
Chicago
work.
Kanye up to this point.
All
I'm
right.
in beautiful, dark, twisted fantasy Kanye now.
Okay.
Now we're in the organizational part. Now it
Yep.
just got real. Now it
Yeah,
got
we're just
into-
okay. Steve, mini Steve, and so if you press Y, you just destroy all the Steves, which is for some reason you might want to do. But if you press X, then I'm just gonna have okay. All right now. Oh, actually, oh yeah, I kind of messed up. Like this is if it's down. It should be if it's pressed. The difference is if it's down,
Yeah,
it will
hold it.
check every single frame as long as that button is.
Got it.
And there's
It's
like
polling
yeah,
constantly.
and like it's 60 frames per second about. So
Yeah.
60 times per second, it will check like. Do I need to destroy them? Do I need to destroy them? And
Yes.
that actually like it
Eats
takes a
up
toll.
cycles or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm gonna do this here and on button pressed.
When do we add the frame rate killing waterfall to the background or make it rain in the game so that
Oh, we can do that. Yeah,
Okay.
we can make it rain mini Steves if you want.
great.
Like that's easy.
my super.
You have to fill a meter before you can do that.
Of
Obviously.
course,
You have to poop a
obviously,
certain
duh.
amount to fill it
Or I
out.
have to do a dragon punch.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, that's just game design 101.
I mean, duh. That's probably
Yeah.
right in here. It probably says dragon punch.
Let's see. I just want to like, okay, pick.
When you start at Game Center, Frank Lance greets you at the door, and he's like, "Okay, so you need to have this meter before you poop." That's the first thing he tells you.
Yeah, I'm not in high school anymore.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right. So when I push X, you will get. I push X or Dan pushes X.
This is mini Steve controls.
Yeah,
down
I
there.
think it hung. I don't know what's happening. It's like it's. Oh, okay. Let me just.
So
Yeah,
do I
so,
have a
go
I have
back
a
to it.
vacuum?
There we
button?
go. Okay.
All
it
right,
just-
so we figured it out.
oh wait, no, it
no.
actually.
Okay.
What
Okay,
if
that's
this
weird.
is like a competitive co-op thing? So Vinny, as the little poops, is trying to get away from me, but I have a vacuum button that if I'm within a certain radius, I can vacuum him in. But he's the poops that are trying to run away, and I'm trying to get my poops back into me.
I think Construct is rebelling against this thing we're trying to do here.
I think it might be. I think it might be. This also. This is probably because we're like shooting a stream, but this never actually happens.
Of
I don't
course.
know what's happening.
Yeah,
that it just
welcome
keeps,
to it. Of course.
Yeah.
This the curse of this office.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, this is
Oh,
what happens when you try to freestyle a game like this.
There we go.
Or any game we've ever
Yeah.
done here, really.
Yeah.
Right. So each mini. So basically, I'm just saying, okay, you press X. All right. Oh, check every single mini Steve one by one, and if mini Steve is, let's see, overlapping. Oh no, actually, I'm in the wrong place. Each mini Steve, if mini Steve should be overlapping another object, and that object is Steve.
It all makes
So
sense.
for each one that is overlapping mini Steve,
Add
then
action.
you destroy this one. And for Steve, what you do is you set his scale to whatever his. I went and added in a scale
Yeah.
value while you weren't looking.
Okay. So it's like self plus whatever.
Exactly, and I just like add like 10% to your scale. Basically, it's not gonna
Okay.
wind up to be exactly, but
All right.
let's try that. So let's just like poop out a bunch of Steves,
I'm out of here.
and then
I'm
go
getting
back,
tiny again.
go back towards Steve and press X to.
The poops need to press X?
Yep.
Oh, I need to push
Yeah.
that.
Yep.
Okay.
Are you fucking kidding me? I need to be stronger. I need to be bigger. Make me bigger.
Because you can only be as big as the.
Oh, as my original before poop?
Yeah.
Can we make
Unless
it
we did it like plus, like a
Oh,
little bit more.
Yeah,
Can
let's
he
do that.
exponentially grow?
Yeah.
The poops could make him bigger than ever before.
Oh yeah, we can make this like non-Euclidean. Absolutely.
So we can do it. Okay.
Okay.
Do it. Oh,
Give me
Ain't,
strength.
ain't no God what would ever let this happen.
all right,
Give me
ready?
strength. But I can't control it, so the poops have to
They
decide
have to
to make
decide
this
if they
happen.
Yeah,
want
it's
to
a co-op
reabsorb.
game.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, Vinny.
Ready?
Yeah, get those poops in me.
Oh, gosh.
More!
Oh no. Oh no.
More!
Oh, no.
Come over here.
Into me. Yes!
Okay.
Yes!
I will never be free of my children.
We have to die.
Yeah! Come back,
have
poops.
to
Poops.
run
Poops. Poops, come back. Poops, I need you.
Oh right, scrolling. We should probably add scrolling.
This is absolute hell. I
Yep.
love it.
Yep.
Can the
this is really
poops
great.
get bigger as I get bigger? Can they grow with me?
Well, no, I think
That's
the
how real animals work.
I think the next step, right, would be to if you absorb, I should be able to explode you. And
If you get enough
should-
poops in me,
yes,
you have the power to
So
make me explode from inside
into a bunch of
and
little
make
poops.
all of you poops free,
Yes.
and the original Steve is gone.
But then you'd have to track how many poops you collected.
There could be a meter.
So I'm gonna
then
add
I
a
would
behavior
poop.
here.
And then I would poop you back out.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's just recursive.
Oh, we're good at this. This is a dream team. All right.
Good Lord.
Oh wait, what if when you pooped me,
Steve Prime poops.
Steve
Mini
Prime
Steve.
poops me,
can I-
and you poop all me, but at some point then I can poop, and then I start pooping yous, and then you.
How do you poop Steve Primes? Like the original size of
No,
Steve Prime?
There's Steam Beta, right?
What?
That's me, little Steve, right?
No, it's just say Mini Steve.
It's Mini Steve.
Yeah, Mini Steve.
And Mini Steve poops again, and there's Micro Steve, who can then.
And that's Alex.
and
That's
then
3
it's
player.
Alex, and then but then he can decide to poop again, and it just keeps going.
But then the 4th level of poop goes back to Steve Prime control. So controller 1 controls the first Steve and the 4th poop Steve.
well, the 4th time he starts pooping horses that we can all ride on.
Yes, yes, yes.
I've read chemtrails conspiracies that make more sense than this shit.
We're making a
Oh,
game.
it's platformer.
We need to have areas
How do you
that
win
are-
this level?
Oh, okay.
What is the victory?
You have to
goal?
Victory
poop in the
condition,
Minion
that's a
Cup.
good point.
You poop in the Minion Cup. You have to get all the poops together.
No, they're falling into the lava.
What lava? What?
There's,
what
well,
is it?
there's obviously lava at the bottom of the stage.
Let's add lava at the bottom of the stage.
Okay.
We can do that.
So
that seems like the right
You have
answer.
to be careful. So every time you jump, do you poop? Or are you hitting
Yes.
another button?
Okay. Jump. We could make it so it's like jump and hit X to poop,
So the
but you
idea-
can only poop in midair.
Hang on. Okay, let me just lay this out. The idea is you are trying to get to the end of this level.
Let's say that.
With
And
all
every
of your
time,
poops.
And what? Maybe not all, but the idea is to as many as possible. Every time you jump, you lose a little bit of yourself. The co-op player has the ability to reabsorb itself into the thing, but like there's, you're also trying to move through the level, and there's also always the risk that some of them could fall off the screen into the lava.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there has to be some reason for you
So we
to want
should-
to poop.
We
though.
should make.
No.
we should-
Again, we add the story when we're done.
Well, I'm
Well,
saying
no,
we
gameplay-wise.
should make doors that only the poops can go through.
Yes.
To hit switches to open other pathways.
And because you don't want to lose too many poops, but like if you have to jump and you poop every
Can we
time
please
you
call
jump,
them anything else?
No,
I'm
this is
begging
canon
you.
now. This is canon.
Anything else?
No, you're forced to poop if you want to jump. This is a platformer, so you're just going to be losing poops along the way.
It's just upsetting to me as a person.
But
I'm sorry.
all
It
right.
just is.
But if you want more poos,
No,
Mini
that's not better.
Steves, I mean,
That's
they-
actually not better.
okay. If you want more fecal buddies,
No. Like 10 times worse somehow.
Dingalings.
dingaling.
There we go. All right, little
right.
dingalings.
If you,
There we
want,
go.
Dingalings.
if you want more dingalings, you could pay 50 cents. So you can pay
Okay, let's monetize the dingalings.
you can
Monetize
pay-
that poop.
You can pay 50 cents and it'll get more.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, look, there's lava.
We're good at this.
All right.
that is not unlike some of the meetings I've been in.
All right.
Yeah.
How do we get the hooks in? All right. I need to be.
Let's not talk about pain points.
I
No.
need to jump. Well, do I need to jump or do I need something
That's
else?
the thing. It needs to force you to jump because you have to be like, well, I have to beat the level,
Right.
but I'm going to have to lose part of myself to make that jump.
Right. And then how do you get me back?
That's when you take control because you're the poops. You're the dinglings.
Thank you.
Yeah. But we got to meet back up.
Okay.
Maybe there's a time limit for each poop that like every time a poop comes out of the butt,
Ding-a-ling.
okay, every time a dingling comes out, there's like a 10-second timer until it blows up.
That feels like something we can do.
but then you would stay small.
Yeah, so like
Oh.
I can only lose a finite amount of poops before I
And
can't
that's
beat the
that's
level.
the scoring convention is
Yeah.
how many can you retain by the time you get to the end of the level.
I see.
Yeah.
But then sometimes I as a dingaling I can roll and I can how about this? I got a great idea.
Okay.
Okay, so there's that, but stored on the level are trapped dingalings that dingalings can go and free.
So there's like poop reservoirs. where you can-
Dingalings. Yeah, like in cages or whatever. Like they're but like only a dingaling can save them.
I think you're actually describing part of Rayman Legends.
Only a dingaling can
yeah.
save them.
Only a dingaling or a very small Steve Prime because he can only fit under the little ledge.
Okay, yes.
We
Yeah.
might be
Also, can we just, for the purpose of syllables, go back to calling them poops?
No.
Because dingalings is
No.
too much.
How about
absolutely not. As the project manager on this game, I am saying
What
no.
am I? What's my role?
Stand
Look,
up,
I've
right.
talked to people in marketing. They don't believe that using the aforementioned
Hey,
terminology
we're
is
fine
going
with
to
an
work.
M. We're fine with an M. Hey, this is teen. You can say poop.
How about moops?
No,
Moops?
this is
How about mips?
we are going for an
How
E
about
for
hey,
everyone
his-
rating.
His name is Steve. They're stoops.
Okay, stoop.
Stoops.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have to get all your stoops to the end of the level.
How about
Or a certain amount.
How about stips? Because they're like pips, but they're little.
Let's at least have some kernel
We'll
of poop
focus
in there.
test it. We'll
No,
focus
no,
test it.
absolutely not. I have talked to our lawyers. They say we cannot go forward with this.
How about stops? That's got like P.
That's just a
no
boring
in it.
word.
Okay. How about
I like stoop.
stoop? Okay.
Yeah.
I like
Stoop. I'll go with Stoop.
Okay, the little ones are stoops. The big ones are
We
Steves.
think I talked to
Steve-
legal. We
Okay.
think we can brand this.
The new name of the game is Steven Stoops Minion Cup Adventure.
I like it. Steven Stoops.
sausage roll. Got it.
Yeah. Is his full name Stevie Stoops? Stevie Stoops. This. Stevie
No, it's
Stoops,
just
he
Steve.
likes to poop.
It's just Steve. Steve is an adult. Steve is a professional.
He's not an adult. He's a little spaceman.
What have you?
How do you know that's not an adult one of
He's
those?
got an Astro helmet on.
What has happened? What have we missed? Sorry.
What
we-
has
You've been doing a lot
happened?
of work.
Sorry, this is how the game design works, right? It's a bunch of people who don't do anything in a
And a
room.
coder actually
Yeah.
making things work.
And then somebody who's actually sitting there working be like, God, I hope they don't come out and change everything. God, I hope
entire
we are,
game.
we are 2 days from shipping.
Yes.
Please don't come back out. And so we had some really great ideas.
Yes. Oh no, that usually like that can happen with like if you're in a servicing environment with like clients and stuff. Like, okay, I think we got this. Yeah, we can make this game, and it's going to fit in with the product and the brand, and we can produce this. All right. And then the client says, you know what what if this happened instead? Or like, oh, I really like that thing in the first prototype you showed me like a month ago. What would you went back to that? Like, let's have a brainstorm. Like,
okay, we just
we're
did.
a
Let's
month
just
from
burn
shipping.
30 days of work to go back
Yes,
to this
it's-
other thing. This
and it's-
illusory thing.
All right, so Super Steven Stoop.
Stevie Stoops, the one who poops.
Himself.
It's
No,
got poop
no,
back in the name.
No, okay, there's no mention of poop in the whole game
No.
now? Really?
The very
Oh, and
end.
here, I just made a thing where...
it's a
To zoom out.
there's
it's
one
a-
big bold word, poop.
I just made something where, like, if Mini Steve collides with lava, he's destroyed.
Okay.
And I just copied the same thing over, and I'm just going to select the whole thing and replace object
With.
Mini Steve replace with Steve.
Oh, okay.
And that can do that because it can tell, oh, both of these are sprites. And I even did this with like the scale thing because both of them had instance variable with the same name. Instance variable is really basically, I'm just saying like, oh, Steve, like I'm going to add like a value to you. Like it could be anything. And like the base number is 10. It's a number. Boom. And then I can just use this as a reference point. Like sometimes I will use this to like, like if I'm gonna make like a multiplayer game where everyone is playing a character, I could just say, oh, what is your class, whatever. And then when the game starts, it's okay. What's your class, player? Here's like your visual and everything.
Oh,
and
so it's just like a container for
Yeah, it's
your global variable.
you have
thing?
global variables, which is like add a global variable.
Yeah, which
just could be score, and it starts at 0, and that's going to be like for everything.
Right.
And we can let's do that. So let's see what this does.
Oh,
whoops! Ah!
Oh no!
I don't like this game.
Okay.
That is what I have always wanted. just quiet, just small, just
Oh, see, every 2 seconds I kind of like. Yeah. I messed this up. I forgot to set this Steve to replace it to a mini Steve.
right.
Whoops.
So what happened?
Hey, our first bug. Basically, something I set up that let's just see if it works. Okay. Now do the Stevie thing.
Okay.
There we go.
I am
and
still shrinking.
now just wait up.
The poops are shrinking.
Oh no!
Will the poops fade away into infinity?
That's
Hey, don't run off the stage.
okay.
Oh no.
They're actually getting 5% smaller every 2
I
seconds.
can't not run off the stage. It's too much fun. All right. So are they?
This move is called the jump and dump.
Are they?
Actually, Jump and Dump is a really good name for a game.
That's a good
That's
one.
not bad at all.
Is that the new
Yeah.
Jump and Dump is the new name?
All right.
All right.
Yeah,
Stevie
and-
Stoops Jump and Dump.
And if you
I like it.
if you get them back, they will make you grow.
Okay.
I can't even tell where you are anymore. You
Just
have,
look for the trail of poops.
Wait, they're getting. But I'm getting.
and
so
you will know
bounces.
us by the trail of hoops.
But my guy. Oh no! Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I got it. All right, here's a gameplay idea. This is.
Can we
frightening.
fix what we have first?
What are we talking about? Like your nightmares at some point, Dan, with scale.
Oh yeah.
and like-
Yeah.
This is kind of my nightmare at this point. But I'm gonna reabsorb. Are you back?
No, I pooped myself
reabsorb.
to the sun or something.
Yeah.
Oh no, you're actually there. You're just too small to see.
Oh, I pooped too much. Now I'm moving.
You're microscopic.
Oh.
I'm trying to. All right. Is there a button I can push? Is this even?
Yeah, I'll go. But stand in place and Vinny press X to reabsorb.
Oh, is it?
The
it's
poop's
Y,
a spear
right?
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just they.
Yeah, you're just too small. Okay, let's.
So is there a way that I can hold down the button as the what do we call my
Mini
Alex?
Steves.
Mini Steves to lock into place and then he can jump on me as platforms?
Let's
Oh,
try that. Let's
shit.
try that.
So
Okay.
So I'm pooping my own platforms.
Yes. And I can release and move if I want, but then I can like jump and build a platform for you.
So are you
Alright.
like Rush from Mega Man? Is that what's happening here?
You're not that.
Okay.
Is that how he was made?
I mean, you could use him as like a jet thing that goes
Yeah.
across, or you can bounce off.
Yeah,
him.
dog's a robot that does other things.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do is when you press A. Okay, I can tell you. Can I actually make you?
I want to lock.
Oh,
into
set
place.
immovable. Yeah,
Oh,
you're now
beautiful.
immovable.
But only while I'm holding it.
Oh, yep. So I'm gonna change that to on button press. On button is button down. Button A is down. Is immovable, and then immediately afterwards I make if is button A not down.
Yeah.
Well, then you set him to movable.
And do I have to then become what's the thing that I can't pass? He can't pass.
That is a
through?
jump through. So basically, what I need to do is Or we can just try to make him solid, because jump through might make it
just
weird.
make me solid. He should be able to run on top of me.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So I'm gonna add a behavior to Mini Steve.
Apparently,
which
Chad is tearing himself apart because
Really?
someone came up with the name Jump and Dump, and they're mad that we took it.
Oh no!
That's-
Hey,
I saw Jump and Dump.
Fourth lesson of game design.
You probably should have trademarked it.
Yeah. It's ours now. Jump and Dump's ours.
It's borrowing.
One of those games I made in the 90s. Like it culminated. I made like we used to call them in the websites, which was basically just like a guest book where we just like each posted and
Oh, I
posted
remember
links
guest
to our
books.
Yeah, we just that was our community. Like I think it was called like Silky's Wall. And David Willis, who makes the mini comics now. That's where I met him. We were making games at that point and stuff like that. And also Zach Fowler, who's currently working now on I think Awesome Mech games, also there. And basically, games used to be like, oh yeah, you just shoot the bouncing ball because that's super easy to do. And eventually made a bunch of other games. And one of the games that was the most was the most polished that I made was a sort of like an Arkanoid RPG, like a scrolling Arkanoid with enemies, and basically you just cleared a path, and you had where you're like a little person with like a shield, and you get power ups and stuff like that. Just make like a whole like 3-act kind of game with story and stuff like that. And I actually sent it into Epic.
Oh, no shit.
Really?
Yeah, and I got like a very nice letter saying, sorry, we will not be like reviewing with it. Thank you for your interest. And that game was called Quantum Break.
Oh, you're kidding. Really?
Yep. So.
All right. Well.
So lawsuit forthcoming.
Yeah.
And it was weird because
Sorry, Sam Lake, but we're throwing down.
After 20 minutes of playing, the paddle would have this fully realized FMV scene where he would talk to Littlefinger from Game of Thrones, who was very small at the time. He was the smallest finger at the time.
The tiniest finger.
The tiniest finger. That's the other sequel to this. The tiniest finger.
Stevie Stoops' tiny finger.
That's the tiniest finger.
No, it's the sequel. We'll come back to that one.
It's DLC. You want to play?
We got to jump and dump before we can tiny finger.
I think we have a pending lawsuit from Turl in the chat.
Okay.
Who coined jump and dump.
Okay.
Yes.
I know a good lawyer.
Well, yeah, we'll have your people talk to our people and or their people. I'm just a contractor.
We'll settle in
Yeah.
court.
Oh, cool. There we go.
All right. Should we try it?
We'll get bought by
Yeah.
Zynga
So basically,
first.
what
Should we save?
I worked on a Zynga game. At some point.
I think a lot of people have worked on Zynga
Yeah,
games
yeah.
at various points.
Yeah.
I think really this is probably we're working on a Zynga game right now.
Yeah.
to
It could be.
all
It could
honest.
be. Yeah. So what I did basically, if you hold A down, your physics are set to immovable.
Yes.
And you also become like
This is
I gave you
great.
the solid thing, and I said, okay, normally by default, Mini Steve has it like disabled. I'm like, okay, enable it. So then, because Steve is not physics based, he is platform based.
Oh.
So he's looking for is anything like if physics doesn't matter, if anything is solid, then he will collide
Great.
with it.
Okay.
So-
Wait, I need you know what I need before we do this? I need a jump. Is there a way to jump?
Vinny,
can't
you've
jump.
been able to jump all along.
What button is it?
Press up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great, let's do it.
Okay.
Launch me.
I'll poop you out. Come on.
All right. Get me to the. Okay. I'll roll this way. Oh, we got to do this quickly.
What? Can I land on? Oh, fuck yes. Wait, do you all freeze when I jump on you?
Yes, that's the whole point.
Oh, God, but then you shrink. Okay, so let me make a poop bridge. Hang on. What's happening?
I think you're
Why am
on-
I'm
you're-
stuck
'cause you-
inside
you're
one of my
stuck
own
inside of you.
poops.
Hurry up! I'm tiny.
I'm too tiny and I'm getting stuck in my own poop.
Wait, how are you?
Wait,
supposed to be, aren't you supposed to be?
Oh, God!
Aren't you supposed to be reabsorbing?
Only I can do that.
Wait, how do I?
Wait.
I can't get stuck in the poop
So basically,
anymore.
your co-op partner is failing you. That's the real issue.
Oh yeah. I think if you're holding down A while he's generating a
Yes.
bunch of them, they will all explode as soon as you release A.
I'm trying to reabsorb into my little beautiful.
What
man.
happened with that explosion?
Okay,
Let's do it. Go.
Wait,
Pop
what
me
am
up.
I just hitting it fast or what am I doing?
Yeah, hit it
okay,
fast.
So my
Ready? I can't even see you anymore.
okay, so are you gonna? Ah! That's got to be a strategy. There's got to be enemies that can only die if you do the cluster poop on them.
Guys, I worry that we may have gotten away from our core competencies.
No.
All right. So wait, things that we need to fix though. I don't think I could reabsorb back into you, or maybe I wasn't trying.
I
You
was
seemed like you were
tiny.
getting-
I got
I'm not
tiny
sure that
too
you were
fast.
actually trying.
Okay. It's Y, right? To reabsorb.
I don't know.
Should
I
we?
haven't played as a tiny poops.
You should try it.
Is it
easy.
good? Yeah.
It's pretty.
I
good.
think if
Okay,
we,
let's make it connect controls for the tiny poops.
oh god,
Yeah, I think there's some sort of memory leak. It could just be like,
it's our amazing.
Some kind
game.
of leak.
yeah, it happens. Never to me. But in the studio environment on the live stream,
I think in QA, the thing we would probably have pitched to us is the idea that we need to limit the number of mini Steves that can come out at a given time. They still fade out and disappear.
Sure.
But at a certain point,
there's something we'll have to tune.
So at a certain point, you can't do anything if there's too many of those on the screen. They either have to reabsorb or fall into the lava.
Yeah, but that's like when that's like one of those things where like then they made Just Cause just a game instead of just like a sandbox.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm going to do something. So I'm going to set like Steve. Okay, I'm going to add a new thing like, if you're in the air and you want to double jump.
Yeah.
And your scale is at least this high.
Okay.
So that you
So I can't poop if I'm too tiny?
Exactly. So I'm going to do that. Scale has to be greater or equal to, let's say 0.2. That's like, oh, no, sorry. I have to actually say 0.2. There we go. And for now, I'm just going to like disable the fact that the mini Steves get smaller.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just so we can track everything.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think that's becoming more of a challenge than we need it to be right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Do I still get tinier?
Yeah, absolutely. So, but now there's going to be
as you shit them out.
There's going to be a constant. So hopefully. So let's.
But I can still get bigger if he absorbs into me, right?
That's 5%. So that's 5% more. So in theory, let's see. I just changed a bunch of numbers. Hopefully this works.
Right.
I love it.
All right.
All right. I'm moving. I'm gonna make.
So now, Vinny, can you like absorb into me?
Let's see.
Oh.
Yep. You just did.
But okay, so I don't grow anymore, right?
Oh, you did. It just it was very.
It's very tiny. Okay, so like make me big.
Oh no, you don't grow. That's.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, that's
a bug.
That's a bug.
All right.
We found a bug. Let's see. Okay.
Holy shit! You mean something might not have been perfectly constructed on the first try?
Weird.
So destroyed and. Okay. It could just be
the order of it.
Yeah, it could be, or it could be that it's just. Maybe I messed up a bit in this one because it's math. So
that was always the thing that kept me from programming of any kind was the math part.
Yeah. You should. I should like show you the like that dumb motorcycle game I made, like Ace Striker. Like I should show you the event list for that. It is gigantic and incomprehensible.
Let me try it again. I might have been pushing the Y button, which actually destroys me, and not the X button.
Oh,
okay. Let's try that.
Stevie's
my big beautiful boy.
Stevie's too feeling good. Can we make it if I get big enough, it changes to a smile?
Absolutely not. Steve never smiles.
No,
Steve does not smile until he's done with the level.
What did you do to me?
You made him too big.
No, you made me disappear.
I'm free.
I have no control.
I don't know what happened.
I'm free.
I thought he pressed a button and it made me disappear. I'm gone.
No, there's nothing. That should not happen. Okay. So that worked. Too much.
I think I was pushing the wrong button last time.
Oh, okay. So then I will set it back to what it was, just to check to make sure.
Okay, and I'll push X again.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, there we go.
Okay, I think it's working now. Now make me big.
How hard would it be to make all the little Steves zoom into him, like towards him?
Like a zooming effect?
That's super easy.
Here,
what we do is I'm sorry.
No,
it's okay.
So let's like B maybe that could be a button.
Yeah, that's a button. Yeah.
Or maybe like a. Would an RT feel better?
Sure. Did they map the trigger buttons in this?
Oh yeah, any button. So what do you like RTs?
I think RTs like a vacuum would feel pretty good.
Okay.
And like I think I should be able to suck in my own poops too. So maybe I should get an RT. Like his should be the one that draws him towards me.
Really looking forward to that quote being taken out of context.
So there's only one context.
So I was just gonna say when I push X to reabsorb back to you, then I just draw into you.
Yeah.
But you hold it.
Yeah.
And let's do that.
Yeah.
Your thing just.
Should I have the option to trigger that as well?
You should probably have some kind of
Or should I repel you? Should I want to keep my poops away from me?
No, you want them. I think you should be able to propel away from them, but Dan should be able to pull them in.
Well, we still have to add our third player.
Wait, is this co-op or are we against it? Are they against each other?
We haven't quite decided that.
Okay.
The third player should be the guy who's got to shovel all the little Steves up and move them around.
Okay, so the third player is the shit shoveler. Okay, that's a new character. We need a new sprite for that. We need the guy. Do we have an actual shovel sprite? Can he?
Or the third player that could always all the little Steves could always just be generally attracted to the other character. So you would have to move into position, and everybody would just be attracted towards you. So you have to work
Oh yeah,
together.
Steve Magnet.
Steve Magnet.
Yeah, that sounds okay. Let's
All
try
right,
that.
Third
Good-
player
good
is
scrum,
the Steve
everyone.
Magnet.
Yep.
Very good scrum.
Let's go back out and talk to our programmer. She's great. Hold on a second. So guess what we decided on? We need to get more people in here. We need to have online.
Right. Okay. So we need a name. Once we get the look of this character, I think the Steve Magnet needs to be a different sprite.
Yeah, another sprite.
And then we need. Can he be like really realistic looking and weird?
Just a photo.
We're limited by our
Yeah.
assets here. Let's see. We do have like other.
Can he just be like the Bill Clinton from NBA Jam?
I don't think
he
that's an asset we
could.
have in here.
Okay.
No, but like I mean, also like he could be one of these things here.
I just want like a.
How about that Smiley Hill?
I just want like a really hyper realistically rendered naked dude. Like that's what I want. I want like a Robert Yang character, like
Okay.
just like following this dude around.
I want it to really clash with the rest of the art style. I don't want it to be cutesy.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Let's
Something
see.
horrifying.
Yeah.
What is this candy pack?
Mm,
Oh, it's just cute stuff.
yeah.
Oh, that
nothing-
looked like, hey. Look, go down. Scroll down a little bit. Scroll a little bit up. Cream chocolate.
No.
I want him to be like.
If we replace Little Steve.
Oh, yeah. Please, yes.
No,
yes,
no.
please,
Little
yes,
Steve
yes.
must be Little Steve.
We can still call him Little Steve.
This
or
is
Stoops.
you know what?
Those are the Stoops.
You know what? I'm gonna go get a job at EA. This project is not be like it is not the vision that I had for this project. I no longer want to be associated with it. Please take my name off the credits. I'm done.
We'll come
Are you
back.
like Alan
We'll come back
Smithying
to
this?
that.
I am Alan Smithying the shit out of
That
this.
Lollipop Red kind of looks like a Steve Magnet.
Can we just
Yeah.
get, like, you be Sam Neill from Event Horizon?
I mean, I'm not gonna claw my own eyes out for the sake of this segment.
I just
but
want that JPEG.
Yeah.
All right, I have another controller.
All right. Yep. So this will be Steve Magnet.
That I think might be synced up, unless we just turn
Shout
the
out to all the
Xbox One
Steves
on.
over there. Okay.
I
so
think we're missing something if we don't. There's a thing that looks like poop, and this is a
We'll
game
come back
about.
to it. We'll come back to that.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
the art pass.
Okay.
yeah. Exactly.
Okay.
Okay. One thing. Let's see if I can just add a.
So we need to make sure that controller actually works.
I'm not doing
first.
anything with it yet, but
I'm not
yeah.
sure if it does.
All right. So Steve Magnet. So you should probably just be like hovering.
Yeah, like
Just
he's
The magnet.
Yeah.
I think so.
So
It's like a cursor, but that looks like something.
Yep. So a direction movement. That is your typical just
Mm.
you move the stuff. I'm doing D-pad because D-pad is way
That's
quicker. The stick can be done it's a little bit like okay. So okay, sure. Set angle, nope. And now I just need to add some
all the actual inputs.
Yep. So we have all the D-pad like. I'll just pick the right one here, and then I'm gonna gamepad 2. When your pad is right, then we want Steve Magnet.
Yes.
You simulate your A direction control to be moving to the right,
Mm-hmm.
and then I just like copy these over and then right becomes down or left, up and down. Depends on if. Oh, and by the way, fun fact. This in Construct 2, and I think in a lot of programs like this, straight to the right is 0 degrees, and then it starts going clockwise to get all of the degrees. So if you say 270 degrees, that is up.
Okay.
That's for the analog sticks.
No, that's just like for if at any point you're tweaking the angle of something.
Oh, okay.
Like 0 is always pointing to the right
Okay.
for some reason. So up is up. Down is down.
I don't agree with any of that.
Easy enough.
I could easily just
The
mix
earth
them
is
around.
flat.
All right.
Oh, right. Sorry. I should probably put you like near the starting position.
Whatever.
And also you should probably be. Oh yeah, you're in the foreground. That's great.
Okay, so can I do anything other than just move around?
he spin like an awesome looking thing. Did you put that rotation on?
Yeah.
Okay.
I snuck it
awesome.
in.
All right.
Okay,
so
I
is that
actually am
controller-
not doing
Absorb.
anything.
Oh,
Absorb
okay.
it.
Press A, and then move around.
Okay.
I'm not doing
It could
anything.
be that
Okay.
controller's not synced up.
Yeah.
Hit the guide button.
Because also you need to press A before it will listen to
Yeah, it's not
anything.
doing
But
anything.
okay, it could just be that it's not the right number.
Uh,
Bye.
Quick question while he's doing that.
Yeah.
Is it easy to just bring in a JPEG as an art asset?
Hit your sync button.
That is, that's literally what
Okay.
I'm doing. Like I could,
Like we can just find something from the internet and bring it in?
yeah,
Okay.
totally.
Can
Super easily.
we have the starting
Okay, I
point
think
of
I'm
the
synced.
level be a JPEG of the exterior of an old country buffet? So
Yeah.
Steve is leaving the old country buffet at the beginning, and that's why, lore-wise, why this is all happening.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, a lot of shitting definitely happens at Old Country
Yeah.
Buffet.
I do-
That's absolutely true.
I'm a big fan of Old Country Buffet, but I think
I'm
this
sure
is
Oh, that's
you
an
are.
actual.
start.
Oh, that's an actual thing. It's not just.
Oh
a-
yeah.
We can't use real licensed brands
Okay.
in this game.
Use
Like,
that
we can't,
that top left one looks pretty good. So that's the starting point of the level.
We're gonna get
and
sued.
Steve leaves
It's
this.
temp assets, temporary assets.
We'll call it something else.
Educational version.
We're gonna
Oh,
get,
I need to like.
I don't want to get sued by Old Country Buffet. That's all I'm trying to say.
They've
here.
got
Oh,
lawyers.
I got you, Alex.
It's the new country buffet.
There we
Oh,
go.
yes.
That's a bit
That's
big.
very large.
we
Yeah.
can shrink that down, though, right?
Yeah, we're shrinking that down. Let's
Okay.
see. Now it's 4,000. Okay, let's.
Let's make it like 1,000 or less.
Yeah, let's.
It's got to be to scale with Stevie.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. Yeah, I need to. I'll just like remove a.
There we go.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
that's
that's
the
supposed to look
starting
like.
point
Yeah.
of the level.
Absolutely.
That is how that should look.
And now you can just black that part out, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's the.
Just put the word new over old.
Yeah, it's actually.
It's the new country buffet.
Yeah, totally.
The more MS Paint text it looks
Yeah.
like you drawing over it, the better.
How about
Okay,
if
cool.
it's the O, like O-L?
Oh, yeah, let's get rid of the D and then apostrophe.
Oh, there you go. Perfect.
Old country buffet.
They-
that looks enough like an
A
apostrophe.
clearly
We're
different
good.
brand that in no way is like the other
Yeah.
thing that maybe you remember, but we are going to talk about because we can't.
Ye old country buffet.
All right, sweet.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
All right,
so
we got lore now.
We put this in the background.
The
and-
most lore.
Yep.
So we might have you synced
I
up
prefer
now.
data.
Okay, let's see how it goes.
Yes. So is that
And-
set as the
oh,
start
oh.
point now?
By the way, yep. And let me just do something extra.
I'm glad that an evil and terminal void is also coming out of Old Country Buffet.
Demons escaping.
Yeah.
And I want to make sure that you know that I caught your Star Trek reference, your lore data reference.
Oh.
Did not go unappreciated.
The great thing is like last PAX, I was hanging out with a bunch of friends from the Game Giant Bomb community, and one of them, Will, I absolutely loved having him around because he always got every single one of my puns. So I just
Okay.
said something, looked around, and Will win. We're like,
Right.
Nice.
Gotta make sure.
yeah,
sure.
it's. Let's see. Do we have some background? Oh yeah, this thing.
Just for the whole level?
Are you just
Yeah,
gonna tile it?
Just in
yeah,
general.
just put something in general here,
Okay.
and because it looks a little bit
Sure.
nice.
Yeah.
And then I just put this in the background, Z order, sent at the bottom. So we
Cool.
just get something, and oh, that's right. I can't actually. Oh, but you know what? I can do opacity.
Ah,
There,
there
we
it
go. Now we'll
is.
just get a slight hint,
A hue.
a hue
What
of
a,
water,
what a nice
Good.
day.
a
there's
soupçon,
lava
a
at the bottom.
soupçon of water.
Yeah.
in
All
the
right,
background.
Alex, can you move?
Oh,
yet?
right.
Oh.
No, you have to push A first.
I can.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
I'm moving.
All right. I can also move.
Okay, now absorb.
What
into
do I
me.
press to absorb?
Yes.
So you don't have control. You don't have absorption.
Oh, right.
controls.
Yeah, I don't have
let's-
absorb powers yet.
Let's figure out what. Also, let's maybe
But I am
power
moving.
down your double jump a little bit. That's a little bit much.
So where's he going to? He's leaving Old Country
He's
Buffet.
got to go home.
That's a really
Are we
good
just
question.
Is this going to be a house? Normal house?
Yeah, but
Where
yeah,
does Stevie Stoops live?
that's a great. We won't find out until the end. Don't give the story
Hmm.
away.
Oh, and also just a little. Actually, you know what? Okay. First of all, let's have Steve Magnet do something.
Yes.
So what do we want it to do? Like, Steve Magnet is always attracting
Yeah, I think
Steves.
they kind of draw.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I am the void in which the Steves are always perilously close to being sucked into.
So are we trying to stay away from Alex? Is this a 2 versus 1 game?
I think it's a sort of like a three-way cooperative in which
Yeah.
you're all kind of
Okay.
playing with part of the solution, and you all need to work together to make it happen.
yeah,
So
I
is
think
this
it's
a
co-op
puzzle
and
plat-
I think it's co-op and competitive. I think the
Cooperative.
void, yeah, the void is bad, but the other two are good.
So
They're
it's a
very
good.
good.
It's a puzzle platformer couch co-op game now.
Yep.
Okay. That's our genre.
They're very popular.
All right,
I'm,
yeah.
I'm
Kids love it.
fairly experienced with those.
Yeah. We still need a grappling.
In the
hook.
final version, I would like the void to look a little bit more like a giant Zardoz head, but like here for what
Oh,
we're
yeah,
testing
we can do
purposes,
that, we can do
For
that.
testing purposes, this is totally fine.
Or like, what's that? That giant screaming space head in the shooter game,
Oh,
Andros?
Sinistar.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
so
yeah.
sorry.
Sinistar, yeah.
I was going with Andros too, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Choose your
yeah.
giant screaming
Yeah.
head.
Yeah.
So basically, on every tick, which means every frame always, I want Mini Steve to have an impulse towards a position.
Oh, perfect.
Actually, a force. Force is constant. Impulse is as if you just struck it.
Okay.
So always have a force. Force, I'll just say like 2. I don't know.
Sure.
That sounds good.
Uh-huh.
And the position of the force is Steve Magnets.
Oh, I love
Steve
this.
Magnets.
So you could
Stevie Nicks. Steve
Stevie
Magnets.
Nicks, uh-huh.
X and Y. And image points is if you wanted to actually like narrow it down to something inside of Steve Magnet, but let's not actually.
So
do
will that
for
pull
now.
Steve Magnet towards Steve Magnet?
It's Mini Steves will be.
Okay.
Oh.
Are they always? Oh yeah, they totally are. And then I could still freeze.
And can I stand on it?
Perfect. And then you have a platform.
Wait, so you have a
Yeah.
freeze button?
Yeah.
Wait, so can they get sucked into the vortex when you're frozen? I froze. Oh wait, I'm
No,
stuck
it's
inside the poop again.
Yep.
All right, freeze, and then okay,
Launch.
I'm going into the poop. Ah! We need a really good sound effect for when that happens.
We're not at the audio stage yet.
Okay.
I'll-
Give me all
yeah.
the poops, Vinny.
Come back in. You gotta be on me.
So
There you go.
let's up the
Yeah, I feel like I need more. I need to be able to actually absorb them.
Oh, like take
Like
them,
they
take me
disappear.
in.
I need to make them. I need to take them.
And
from
then
you.
and then the vortex gets bigger as it has poops in it,
Oh, my
but it can
goodness.
press a button to expel them and shrink. So it's a push and pull
Yeah.
between me and Vinny's little poop things and Alex. We're just trading off the
Come
poops.
on, we agreed on this
yeah.
branding.
No, there's
We've
stoops.
already,
There's stoops.
We already made.
Stoops,
We
yes.
decided on stoops.
We already made the T-shirts. I'm sorry.
and yeah the lead time to make T-shirts is also pretty heinous. So yeah
Yeah.
So, and that's also something that happens. Like the merchandising is already on their way, so we can't change anything about that. But can we change these in the game?
Oh yeah,
to make it
asset
all
lock.
fit? Yeah.
Got to lock that stuff in.
They were out of purple when they printed the vinyls, so now we need to do a complete color change of all your assets.
We already announced this at the press conference. Got to deliver.
Everyone, deep violet. Yay!
Yeah.
Woo!
It's the only color we have left. And after 2 minutes, a giant pterodactyl has to come on the screen.
Yeah, it's like the Yeti and Ski.
Well, I mean,
Free.
that's just again, game
I-
design 101. Like
yeah.
these are just really obvious things that you're stating here, man.
So for each Mini Steve and Mini Steve's overlapping the Steve magnet, then we will destroy the Mini Steve and replace Steve with. There we go. Everything follows.
So here would be all right. Here's a longer game design thing. So don't take this as we have to do this now. But what
Okay.
should happen is as Alex absorbs something, he's able to eject, we'll say, a different thing. It's
so
not,
he turns it
it's
into
not-
something else.
It's not a stoop. It would be like a
Poison.
repulsor or something that's like, oh, like you're a springboard now. Like it's like something else. So he can collect the platforming stoops and change those
And, like,
stoops,
upgrade
like a
them?
Kirby into something else.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Like,
So we're recycling the poops through Alex
yeah.
Danglings.
Stoops,
Fine.
and then
And
they're
then
coming
he's-
out as something else.
Yeah, and then maybe like what, depending on what button so they're the basic fuel. And
What if the poops fuel
The stoops.
Alex, the
Stoops.
stoops fuel Alex,
Yeah.
and that's how you beat enemies. Is Steve has to stoop, Alex has to suck up the stoop,
Yes.
and then 8-way D-pad shoot them out to attack enemies. Because
Well-
Steve can't hurt enemies.
Steve can hurt enemies. It's not what he would do.
Right.
But maybe Vortex could like choose what he ejects
I still
based
see-
on the like a Y, X,
He has-
or B something.
I still see the
okay.
vortex as more of an antagonist than anything
Well,
else. Like I
then
think
it's a
my
2 versus 1 game.
Exactly, and I think that makes more sense because I think the nature of what you're trying to do is you're trying to balance the amount that you are ejecting as regular Steve,
so that
versus
you
what
can't
the
scoop them up.
So like I look at this sort of, and not to go back to the Star Trek references, but like that thing in the last episode of the Next Generation, that vortex, like that thing that keeps getting bigger in the past. So every time you expel and I get bigger, that causes more danger. And eventually, if I get too big, original Steve gets sucked in,
So
and
who's-
that's the end of the
Oh.
level.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay. All right. Let's do it.
that's a lot. I know that's a lot.
All right. So what does Steve magnet expel?
Steve Magnet, you just suck him up, and you're saying you can absorb Big Steve at the end,
If I get too big,
but you're not expelling.
And that's a
anything.
danger.
yes.
Or how about if you ejected like dark stoops? like evil stoops.
Ones
that
that could
chase
attack.
after you, that they are magnetically attracted
Well,
to
now we're
Steve.
talking about AI programming, which I feel
No,
like
just magnetic attraction.
Okay.
But then you can negate the evil stoops
And
with
then
fresh
my
stoop.
left analog stick controls light stoops. My dark and my
Yeah,
right
it's like a
analog-
Ikaruga,
Yeah,
but with poop.
Oh
Exactly.
yeah. Now I'm on board. All right. Now you're speaking my language. Good Lord.
This is a good game.
Yep. Oh yeah, well, like it's. I'm interested to see where this goes. Okay,
Top
so
of the charts. That's where it
The
goes.
stoops that the vortex ejects should start small and just get bigger infinitely until they take over the entire screen.
Yes.
And actually, you know what? Just to add a little bit, like,
Yes.
what if the bigger you got, the slower you were?
The
So
vortex?
you,
The
yeah,
vortex.
the vortex.
Yeah.
So you
Makes
might
sense.
want to
Okay.
like you might
That's
want to like
sensible.
expel some of the mini Steve just to so
Yeah.
you can maneuver
So you can
more easily.
keep following. Yeah.
Would it be able to lock the screen to the two characters to make sure that?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. What we do is basically we put I put on Steve a behavior called scroll to,
Okay.
and I just put this one on the other one too.
Okay.
The thing is, there we go. Just scroll to. So just gonna scroll to the. Sorry, the two of them. And
And then we just need to add a collision on the vortex and Steve. So that if the vortex touches Steve, you explode.
Yeah.
You're done.
So you cannot overlap those two.
yeah, you can't touch.
I should probably like.
That way, as the vortex gets bigger, it's harder for you to avoid.
But is the
Avoid the
vortex
void.
against
Avoid
us?
the void.
Avoid the void. That's a good name for the game.
Dominoes avoid the void.
It's a sequel to Yonoid 2016.
You avoid.
I mean, we're already getting to that level of 90s nostalgia, so I feel like we're actually not too far off from Domino's trying to revive that.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
Feature length.
No, remember Crystal Pepsi? That shit. You remember that really good thing that happened? It's back.
And
You
that's-
want that, right? Because nostalgia.
And that's where you start. You're at the start of the game at the ye old buffet with your friend Crystal Pepsi, and she's there, and some other fun.
Maybe a
people
cool
there.
spot is also there hanging out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fido Dido
Chester
playing
Cheetah.
playing the
Yeah.
piano in the background.
Yeah.
And they're like, where you going, Steve? I gotta use the bathroom. And he walks out and he falls, and then he's gotta get back to ye old buffet.
Okay.
So you actually start at the bottom of the level, and you gotta get up.
It's like one
That's
of
why-
those Metroid areas where you have to, okay.
Okay, that's why you gotta use the stoops to get your way back up. What do I have? And your stomach's like, I'll help you.
Can the vortex be Mac Tonight from McDonald's?
I mean, we can get there. We have another at least a couple more art passes to do. This is just temp.
See, I
Okay.
think going up is way better because then you could jump on the stoops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we're going left to left or right to left, and that's just that's sacrilegious. Like you can't do that in a
That's
platformer.
what we're disrupting. We're disrupting the whole platforming
Yep.
scene.
Sorry.
Okay, there we go.
okay,
No.
all right,
No,
fine.
this is the right. This is exactly as the Lord intended. We are going from left to right. That is how it should be. All is well. All is well.
All?
All.
I think we're just making the end of Metroid now. Like Old Country Buffet is Mother Brain, and then you have to escape the exploding whatever the fuck this is.
I don't think anyone in the history of humanity has ever said Old Country Buffet is Mother Brain.
Yeah, it's obvious.
On a long enough timeline, we would have gotten there.
All right.
Thanks for jump
So-
starting it,
Yes.
Dan.
All right.
So now the screen should be bound, right, to both?
Yeah, the thing is, if it's like it's gonna act weird if you two get too far apart.
Let's try it. Let's try it. Oh.
Oh, geez.
This is fantastic. All right, so Dan, try and jump. Go,
Okay.
go, go.
All right. Okay, cool. We got a game. Okay. I need to absorb more because I'm getting stuck in the poop. I'm stuck in the poop. Okay. Oh, now I'm just shitting into the vortex. Oh, God.
Go,
No, this is a nightmare.
Super boost.
I'm trying to poop. I
Forever.
can't poop.
Steve is
I'm out of
shooting
poop.
into
I'm
the
out of poop.
vortex.
Like, I hit the poop quote. I can't poop.
I think that worked.
Wait, why do I have finite poop now?
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know.
if you get too small, you can't poop anymore.
Oh.
That's the
So
way it
we
should-
need to.
So
So
you
it's
have
a
to-
constant. Like you
Yes.
gotta keep absorbing your
Yeah.
poop.
That's the point, is that you
Yeah.
have to
Oh,
balance the
man.
amount that you're jumping and the amount that you're expelling. at the
Okay,
same
so I
time.
need to be. I need to be
And
conservative
you,
with
as
my
the one
poop.
controlling those,
I needed to
you have
to
to be
get
able to
back
try
to,
and
yeah.
stick with the original player while I come in and I swoop in
Oh,
and I do
man.
all this damage.
All right.
This is good.
So can
This
we?
is almost a game.
Can we
Yeah.
make it,
Yeah.
Can we make it so that when I hit my reabsorb button, the X button, it does the like zoom over to Big Steve as well, fast with more force than it would from the void.
Yep. Let's do that. I'll just switch that to button pressed for this one. And so your X button isn't just yeah. So I'm gonna change that to be, is the button down?
Okay.
And
Perfect.
this is still gonna happen because it's destroying everyone that this holds true. Because like if otherwise it'll happen 60
Right.
times per second. But
Right.
yeah, it's destroying every single one for them that's true. So this is happening here, and basically, what we want to do is while this is down, let's see. I had one that had like, apply force towards the Steve magnet. Now I'm gonna add one here, and replace the Steve magnet with Steve.
What?
So while you're holding down all the mini Steves,
But just a little more force so I can get away from the vortex.
yeah, let's try 7 instead of 5.
Yeah.
I think my speed is good too because I'm definitely slower than both of you guys.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it takes me a little time to catch
and
up.
also something we can do.
Oh,
What's with that poop that just kind of falls at the beginning?
Yeah, it's the one that's off screen.
Oh. Okay, so Vinny, you can just freeze at any time, right?
uh-huh.
Now I can't. I'm not pooping.
You're done pooping?
Oh, I pooped. Okay.
Yes.
It seems like
give to me all.
Get up there. Give
But
me all
at
the
some point,
scoops.
I was stuck in the
Get up
poop.
there.
All right, poop it out. There we go. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm free. Wait, now I need to
Yes.
suck that in. All right, no, Vinny,
Yes.
the vortex got all my poop.
It's small.
The void comes for you, Steve.
Wait,
as it comes for all of us.
If I jump behind, I can shit directly into the center of the vortex. Watch. Oh wait, no, I'm out. It's too big. Can you? He needs a button to press when he gets too big to expel.
Oblivion awaits us all, Steve.
Oh god.
Oh, that's right. That is totally a great character for you.
Okay, you need to.
Yes.
Press X, Alex.
I am.
Nothing.
Oh,
Nothing.
right. That's a thing. You are technically expelling them, but immediately afterwards
Oh.
reabsorbing them.
So they have to expel
Oh.
with a force.
So what we need to do?
We need to blast them
Yeah, we need to blast them
At me.
I need to do.
or in any direction,
Like
but away,
ejected
away
poop.
from me.
Yeah, ejected poop should magnetize to
Stoop.
me. Stoop.
But then you guys are helping each other. Why would he help you?
Now it's cooperative game.
See, what he should do is he should eject dark stoops that then magnetize to you. And if they touch you, they'll destroy you.
Right, and then I poop out more of you,
Yeah.
and
Stoop.
if you come into contact with evil poop, it all
Stoop.
explodes.
They
Dan,
can't-
I'm gonna
can't
fire
do
You
you
have
that.
to like suicide poop into the bad poop.
Dan, I'm gonna fire you from this team. I'm gonna call Dan Teasdale. We're gonna get a fucking real designer in
Well, basically,
here.
we need a fourth player. We need
yeah.
a good void.
It's a
right?
2-on-2 game now.
Yes.
2-on-2 for streamers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like the fourth player could be the stream.
Yeah.
And they're just every time I type one,
Twitch
a stoop.
plays this bullshit.
Yeah.
Every time I type one, you recharge a stoop.
Yes. Yes. The fourth player is the chat of Twitch. Yes.
How about if
Goodness gracious.
is there a way for me to like tap on A or something to like break free of the void?
I do think we need to
Oh.
refine the mechanics of movement and like both absorption and expulsion. I think there's more that
Like
needs to
they're
be
too
done there.
fast or something?
Yeah, because right now, it's like it's real easy for those things to get sucked in.
Sure.
The movement speed is good. I think it just there needs to be a way for Vinny to get away more easily.
I need like a when I push a button I should repel or do something.
Something.
Turn invisible.
That might be like once we kind of get this first vertical slice done, that's when we
Yeah.
start putting stuff in.
Okay.
But we need something for PAX. So like we just need to make sure that this
Yeah.
is this build is functional.
You just reminded me of. Oh God, PAX is coming.
it sure is.
Oh, yeah.
That's like-
It's looming over all of us.
But you're actually making a real game.
yeah,
Right.
among other silly things for PAX. Go PAX Rumble.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get into making a wrestling game next time.
Oh,
Spoiler, it's real
boy.
fucking hard.
What if they all had little grappling hooks?
Just the tiny poops?
Oh, grappling hooks are so hot right now. That would be great.
Oh, how hard would it be to put a thing that connects from one sprite to another sprite and stays tethered?
Oh, it's in there.
Is there a
already.
way we can include
So
crafting?
can I hit a button where all the little things grapple to them and I freeze and then the void can't move?
Wait, you grapple the void or grapple me?
I was gonna say grapple the like I have a defensive.
Oh, so you're
maneuver.
like it's like an evolve when you put down the thing to trap the
tether,
monster.
and
Yeah,
then
it's a
you-
tether.
and then he moves. So basically, instead of being able to suck me in, it would stay at that length.
Yeah.
But for like 4 seconds.
Whatever
and that
it
gives
is, yeah.
Steve a chance to get further in the level.
Is that impossible?
No, nothing is impossible.
Okay.
It just takes time.
Okay.
I do think we need to put some kind of crafting and survival elements in there.
Rocks and sticks.
Also, if there's a way that like dialogue choices can actually impact gameplay later in the game, like the
What if-
choices you make are important. We need to make sure that's in
What
there
if you
too.
could eat the platforms to make more stoops?
like
The
take big
stoops will
bites out of
remember
it.
that.
Yeah, take you absorb platform and you sacrifice platform
Right.
for stoops.
You have to be pretty confident in your poops if you're going to be eating
stoops.
platforms. It stoops.
That is super easy to do. Okay, so I just tweaked it so that you can.
We just said seven things.
Can I just say, Alex, you've been an incredible trooper with our terrible ideas. Thank you for one insanely being able to actually do this quickly, and two like putting up with it.
The patience for improv game design?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm just happy to be here.
yeah. Thanks for bebopping with us here in Construct.
Yes, the yes end of game design
Yup.
is strong in this room, so I appreciate it.
Yeah, that's totally it.
You have to. You have to appreciate the game design conventions we're not applying.
Yes.
Jazz game development.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
So I just added a magnet immune property to the mini Steves, and I just need to add something so that we know that it's on. So just to mini Steve, I'm just gonna add a behavior. Let's see if there's something that there's like flash. There we go.
Okay. That
so we
make
can
it
just
blink or something?
Yeah. Basically, is magnet immune. Okay, I'm just gonna do for each mini Steve that is magnet immune and also that is not currently flashing.
Okay.
You're gonna flash. So I'm gonna set flash. That sounds about.
Sure.
Yep. Let's try this. Let's see how this goes.
Okay.
Here I am. I'm the
Okay.
void,
And I can move.
taking all
And I
your
can-
Steves
okay,
from
and I
you.
reabsorb back
But I need
in.
to be able to get the poops back because I'm shrinking too much.
So
Okay, I'm
try
gonna push
to
X. There we go.
Oh, okay. Now you're yeah.
Oh.
So you're ejecting.
I
them.
am. They're just not ejecting far enough because
Yep.
they're still getting absorbed.
You
So
gotta be
what
close.
I'm
But I
gonna
have to-
do?
Okay.
What I'm gonna do is I'm making so that you're ejecting them and propelling them towards Steve just to give
Okay.
him a fighting chance.
Yeah.
All right, that's fair.
So
Now I think
you
it's
press
co-op again.
X and
But they're still again. I'm still the antagonist.
yeah. I'm just making it like that's a drawback. To like he ejects.
Yeah, I have to
Steves
have my
to
own
be
rules
quicker,
too. Yeah.
Okay.
but
all right.
he's ejecting them towards the.
So it's
towards
a
Steve,
push and
so-
pull. It's a
Yes.
give and take. All right,
Exactly,
all right.
exactly. Yeah. He has to like be careful how he uses it. So
Does the vortex work for Old Country Buffet? Like in the lore, is that what's going on? Like
Well,
it's
we-
trying to.
Well, again, we're still working on
Okay.
art stuff.
oh yeah,
This is-
that's speaking as a games designer and writer.
Yeah.
That's the easiest part. We
Okay,
can make
right.
anything make sense to the
It's
end.
the hunger zone, you know.
Yeah.
It's the-
Okay.
Yeah. It's painful when everything, all the systems, it all works well, and I have this perfect lore that fits them all together and says, we need to change this. I really like. Okay,
Actually, Crimson Ash has a good suggestion here. If this doesn't work, we'll try this method. But Crimson Ash says they should make it so the vortex can only suck in when it's not moving.
Yes.
That might be the
Oh.
balancing. That might be
that's
the
so
right
good.
balance.
That's
That is a
super
good
good.
idea.
Yeah,
I like that.
That's a good plan. I like that.
love that. Let's see.
We'll send you a check for 5 cents for your contribution to this game.
And by the time this ships, I want this to have like a Metal Gear Solid like depth of lore.
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Like, this
Yeah.
is my
That's
like
lore.
this, we are the Kojima.
In 1982,
Yeah.
they built an old country buffet on top of a nuclear silo.
Yes. Yes.
DARPA.
Mini Steve.
They weaponized bad pizza.
So apply.
Norman
physics
Reedus is going to
impulse.
play Steve.
This.
Yes, he's gonna hold Steve. He's gonna be holding Steve at the very end.
And by the end of this, there will be a Photoshop of Norman Reedus holding Mini Steve.
Should we change the Steve sprite to Norman
No.
Reedus? Okay.
This is placeholder art.
Okay.
Steve is what launched this shit show to begin with.
know,
Steve
I
will be
know.
here to the end.
All right. I love Steve too. I don't want you to think I don't.
I wonder if we can make a Steve plush, or if
Sure.
it's just
Oh,
because
yeah.
of like assets that are just not
If
possible.
we wind up Kickstarter
we'll
with
have-
this,
we'll
that's
have to
definitely a
change
tier.
it.
Yeah. At that point. Okay,
so
let's.
Okay.
I'm moving.
And
I'm
if you
moving.
stop
too.
moving, now it should attract. them.
There is a little
There
Oh,
it
I
is.
can't get away.
There it is. It's
now,
working.
why am I not pooping?
That's something you'll have to ask your doctor, Dan. Oh gosh, wait, stand
I, like-
still. Oh, because I don't think you can poop when I'm trying to reabsorb into you.
Oh.
Oh gosh.
Oh
we
no!
can't get
Come
to-
over here! Come over
Coming,
here!
I'm coming.
Poops! Come here!
All right, hold on.
It's like you're being.
So
it's like you're
wait,
being hunted
jump
by
up, jump
Fanto.
up.
Okay. So now I'm.
Okay.
Where am I?
Oh, all right. Okay. Now I need
This
to
is
do
the part-
something else.
This is the part where you said it would get weird.
Yeah. Now I have an idea. Let's because the vortex is untethered by anything. It can pass through anything at all. What I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the scroll to from the vortex. Yeah, I know it's okay. I'm going to save because this version or this bug or just these weird combinations of events have made it so that like it crashes every now and then. I'm going to have an indicator.
Like
To
an
let so it's always going to
off-screen
scroll
indicator?
to Steve, but we'll have an indicator saying, "Oh,
I
yeah, the
love it.
vortex is in this direction."
Man,
So
well,
there's
you
a lot
thought
of
of
ways to
everything.
do this. What I'm going to do is do a quick and dirty little thing. So I just need something vortex E.
A vortex-like.
Those bridge,
Yeah.
bridge logs look vortexy.
I'm gonna go back into the candy thing. Maybe there's
Okay.
something among like the not the sprite sheet. How do you pronounce that?
Ping.
I always
PNG.
say PNG.
I don't really say it. I would say ping.
Okay, yeah,
Or no, I guess I say .png.
I say.
Yeah.
yeah, because I said ping and like people looked at me like what?
Oh, really?
Okay, but no.
Oh no, I mean
Yeah.
it's I always took it as to mean ping, but I just say PNG.
Okay. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's great.
So what is this candy doing?
All
I
red
just-
everything.
Yeah, this
It's
is
gonna
great.
point where the void is off screen.
Yep,
More of an
and
orange, but okay.
yeah, it's like one of those like
Oh, it's just an
candies
indicator.
that everybody hates, but some
Candy
people
corn's all right.
It's all right.
It gets
Yeah,
a bad
it's-
rap. Candy corn's fine.
Candy
It's
corn is
waxy.
perfectly edible. It's not a thing I would ever choose to eat as a first option, but I'll eat it
If
if
there
it's
was a
there.
bowl of it right here, I'd be
Yeah.
snacking on it.
Yeah, okay, it's the candy corn is Pepsi okay of candy.
Totally.
Pepsi, okay.
No, it's like when like I like like a Coke. Like, oh, is Pepsi okay?
Oh,
yeah,
sure.
sure.
Yes.
yeah.
Is candy corn okay? Yeah, okay.
It's not what I
sure.
really
I'll
wanted,
eat it.
but yeah, it's fine.
I mean, I asked for a steak, but sure. Yeah, that's fine. I'll take that.
So I'm gonna let's see. Based on the maybe 400 is about right. Okay, so basically what I did here, I'm making this thing, and this is like it's just a little candy corn thing. This is because it's pointing right always by default, and I put its actual origin point way behind here.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to name this the magnet pointer. And I will give it the behavior pin. Pin basically lets me just stick it to something else.
Okay. What are you gonna stick it to?
Actually, I'm going to put this in the Steve magnet group.
Could we put in an Easter egg where if somebody happens to plug in a fourth controller and move it around, they can control the pointer and it can shoot at Steve?
Oh boy.
Let's
it's
again. You're
Easter
getting into
eggs.
feature creep territory here.
Okay,
Let's,
I just want to note it.
let's establish our
yeah,
base.
yeah.
We could totally do
Yeah, we
that.
don't
That
have
is
to do it
entirely
now, but
possible.
That's a funny
yeah,
Easter egg for people. Like, oh, what the fuck? I can just shoot with the pointer.
Yeah.
Okay.
He should launch the Dark Steves.
Ooh, the Nega Steves.
Mega Steves.
Okay, so we have... No, we should probably call him Dark Steve because we have Mini Steve. We might be tempted to make Mega Steve. And
Yes.
Mega Steve and Nega Steve will just
That's
be too
very close.
confusing.
That's
So we
very
need
close.
to...
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, I'm going to say, okay, at one of the... Hey. Okay, I think it's freezing. Yep, it's freezing. Okay, so I'm just going to really...
We did it.
Oh, no, there it is.
It's back.
Cancel. I will just do this. Save the changes. And
Mhm.
back. This is not something you normally need to do when you're making games, but you know.
But you should save frequently anyway.
Oh yeah, save once,
Always
save often.
save.
And
Always save.
Yes. Oh, well, it's like saving is like 3, 2, 1. 3 copies in 2 separate places,
Uh-huh.
one of which should be offsite.
Oh, jeez.
Yes, which this is like I use like Carbonite myself.
Yeah,
It's
sure.
like, oh yeah, so basically it's just I just give him a bunch of folders. Hey, back this up.
Sure.
And they go, okay. So
Right.
I'm
It's a little trick they teach you in CIA.
Yes. All right, so we were doing the magnetic pointer.
Yep. So basically I'm gonna say at
So-
the start,
So curious to see how this works.
on start of layout, when we start the game, you are going to pin yourself to Steve.
Okay.
Position, just the position. And then we're going to add another event stating every tick. Let's see. Every tick, we will have you set your angle. Set angle towards position.
Okay.
And that position will be Steve Magnet's X and Y.
Okay, so this will orbit Steve.
Yep.
Okay.
So hopefully this works.
Where'd it go? Whoop.
See, there's one Steve that jumps out from behind
I'm
the
sorry.
screen.
Yeah, because at the start, I put this here and I put one here just because if I delete it, it makes like some weird problems. But what I can certainly do is say, hey, on the start of layout, I'm just gonna put this here, like for good housekeeping. For each mini Steve.
Oh, I got another idea.
And
oh no.
Yeah.
I was gonna say
it should be
so
one was like, is outside layout?
you have to hit the button each time to
you
jump
just
and poop, right?
It's just one button. I just
The
jump.
longer you hold it down, the bigger the Steve is that comes out.
Like I can preload poop
Ooh.
and make it
So
big.
like the higher you jump, the bigger the Steve is.
But it can't tell because the poop comes out the second I hit the button.
Oh, it
so
does.
how would
Okay.
it know?
It's not on
Maybe
release.
the poop comes out when I let go of A.
Yeah, on release.
So I can do a bunch of tiny ones if I tap it,
Yep.
or save up a big jump and a big poop.
And a big poop, and then he would last longer.
Yeah, and it'd be more to like walk on.
Yes.
Yep.
Fuck.
Oh yeah. Okay. And then if he goes off screen, okay. So
See, now it's too big. Yeah, so I'll just tweak this so that it's I need to take into consideration the vertical. So instead of I'm just gonna put this in like 200, and what I'm gonna do is actually if what I can do, okay, this is gonna be a little bit trickier, but bear with me.
uh-huh.
Set angle, and also actually I can just do this here. I'm gonna set a sub event. If this is true, also check. There's nothing to tell me like, oh, is it currently on screen? But what I can do is compare it to X and say, is X greater or equal than, and I go here in the system, let's see, viewport left, the X coordinate of the left edge of the screen.
See, this is where I would, if I were doing this on my own, I would
Yep.
never even go to look for, wouldn't even know that existed.
I've been lost since we put our first Steve on the screen, to be honest with you.
I've been
But
kinda lost too,
yeah.
So I'm just going to do this. So basically, is your X less or equal than the viewport right? So basically that means, hey, is your X somewhere between the left and the right part of the window?
And if it is, then what?
And then I'm going to do the same thing for the Y and say, hey, compare your Y. Is your Y, and then it should be, is it top?
Yeah, why?
Can we make it so if you go back to the old country buffet, you recharge your poops?
Well, I thought he was going to have to get back up. Like, we should make this
That's
beginning.
the end goal is to get to the up.
We should have it be the story should be you should start there and immediately fall, right? Like, he should be like, I'm Steve, and I walk out the door, and he falls all the shit to the bottom. Then he's got to get back up to the old country buffet. You know
Oh,
what
so
I'm
we're
saying?
going to change the start point and make it up
Yeah,
top? Okay.
I think the old country buffet, ye old country buffet,
Buffett.
Yeah.
The old country buffet
Yeah.
should be at the top. Should bucket. The old country bucket should be at the top, and it should just be a giant bucket. Now we're just in like SpongeBob territory.
Yeah.
And then he should be like, guys, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. I love it. And it should you know what? The story, when we animate the story, it'll be they're sitting there with Crystal and who else was there? Zima and whatever. Crystal
Right,
Pepsi.
right. The
and-
Noid.
Yeah, the Noid.
Yeah.
And they're all sitting there, and he's like, I'm gonna go get another plate. You guys good? He's good. And then there's like a handwritten sign that says like super duper special food this way. And he goes
It's
through
like
a
a
door into
hole.
a trap. Yeah. And it's the hunger void that is setting him up.
Right. So the void tricked him into
Yeah.
leaving Old Country Buffet
And
and
he
falling
fell-
to the start of the level.
yeah.
So basically, you poop your way back up to
You
the Old
stoop your
Country
way back
Buffet, and then once you're there, once you get back up to it, that starts the next level.
Yes.
It just
And
repeats the cycle.
And here's why stoop works so well, because he's a stair poop. 'Cause you're
Yeah,
using-
that's right. That's right.
That's
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Mhm.
Is this a roguelike?
No, because
Are we gonna make it a
everything is
roguelike?
No, this is all bespoke. This is all handcrafted.
Okay.
There's no prop gen going on here.
make it a roguelike.
Yeah. Oh, no.
We
I like the
totally
idea of like a
could.
spelunky thing because, like, you go
Oh,
like,
no.
every time you get to an Old Country Buffet, that's like another level of the mines or whatever.
Yeah, you know, like Alex, I told you like that other game I made that is just like a bunch of incomprehensible. That was a roguelike. It is very hard to set up, but once you got it set up, then the
Once you
game
get
can
the
always
rule
surprise
set
you.
involved,
We're
that's
gonna get
Yeah.
rich off this, so let's not worry about how hard it is.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, that's
All right.
actually fair. Okay, so I'm gonna have the old country
Yeah.
buffet be flying here,
Mhm, 'cause
As
that's
it
what they
should.
do.
and you
Yes.
start and you just fall down to the bottom.
Or
Yeah.
should the lore be, and gameplay wise, the start of the level is like he went into the bathroom because he needed to poop from all the old country buffet, but the vortex was like in the piping system of the toilet, sucked him through the piping of the toilet, and the piping takes you down to the beginning of the level.
Sure. Either way, he falls.
Yeah,
and
so-
he
Yeah,
falls,
but it's like a pipe that takes you down. Like that
Yeah.
works with the lore.
Okay.
Yeah, what I'm gonna
Oh, we
do.
gotta add pipes now.
Well, we'll put that. in
It's just a
later.
visual asset.
Okay.
What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make this a different type of thing, and instead of jump through, I'm gonna make it a solid. Yeah, I know it's okay. Construct.
Steve makes
Nothing
it.
more solid in the universe than an old country buffet.
Steve makes a lot
And have
of
you
solids.
start at the bottom of it so you can't jump through it.
Heaviest element there is. They're mashed potatoes.
Oh, they're mac and cheese. I get whole plates of just that.
I bet you do.
It's so good.
I bet you.
No
do.
Stofers, but
I mean, what is really?
that's the best.
Oh, is that the pipe?
No, that's the
it's
so he
sort
can't-
of-
section
okay.
it off,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. And I'm gonna make this like. Oh, I'm gonna start you off screen here, so you have a little bit of time to make them. Yeah, let's see if that works.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I'm going down the pipes. Oh no, the vortex tricked me. All right. I can't poop.
You can't. Oh yeah, they're invisible. Where are they?
Are they behind the? What happened to the blue background?
Okay, let's try that. Let's see what is happening here. Opacity, yeah, sure. Is the Oh, okay, I know. This layer has a background color.
Ah.
And I just want to is it transparent? Yeah. There we go. Okay. And this one is not because you need the bottom layer to not be transparent.
Oh, okay.
It's the whole thing. Like if you set it transparent, it's gonna like let everything through. If you set it no. Behind this layer, there's a flat color.
Uh-huh.
Then you can't see anything behind it. As I
Okay.
like knock my
Okay.
headphones off my head. And also, am
Also,
I
I'm not
s-
sure if I was moving around during that.
Yeah.
Tough to tell.
You are on action, and are the mini Steves being spawned? I think it's spawning on this. Okay, let's
try it again, see how it
let's try it
goes.
again.
There they
There.
are. There's our little boys.
There they are.
Can I? Okay, so I can't get back up there.
No,
I'm
no,
just
I
wasting
pla-
poops.
Yeah, I planned
okay.
for that.
Get
Okay,
up,
good,
go,
good.
go, 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 go,
All right, let's
go.
get all the poops together. Come here. All right, I'm back to full Steve.
I'm not moving, I don't think. Or if I am, I don't know
Let's
where
see
I
if
am.
we can. Let's see if we can collect the void.
Can you try moving up because you should be down there?
I fell through.
I'm not moving anywhere right now.
Okay, then let's try something else.
Okay.
Let's go into debug mode.
Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Wow.
It runs a little bit slower, but now you
Sure.
can see exactly what is happening here.
Oh boy.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go check out Steve
void.
Magnet. Oh, yeah, there you are. Okay. Can you move?
I am moving. I'm just moving very slowly, I think.
Oh, okay.
And I can't really see myself.
is
so I don't
pointing
really
at
know.
it.
Yeah, there I am.
Oh, okay. That's weird. So you can't move when you're off screen, or is it like...
Or I just couldn't tell. It might be that I can't move when I'm off screen.
Okay, let's go off screen, and then now we can see your X and your Y. So we can see that it's still changing.
Okay, so I am
So it's
moving.
just
Oh, yeah, I am
slow.
moving.
Yeah.
I was just slow and I couldn't see where I was going. That was the problem.
Okay. Oh, yeah, and like you're absorbing Steve, so you're becoming slower and slower.
Should
Yeah.
I be able to press a button and absorb Steve's, so I don't have to yell at Vinny every time? Like, press the
Oh,
button.
you gotta yell at me.
Okay, all right. It's co-op, yeah. All right, yeah. Come into me.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay.
Is this all of them?
We lost.
Oh, wait. Okay, I need to get more. Come here.
Yeah, you can go through platforms they
There's
can.
more. Oh, okay.
I'm coming to get
Oh shit.
you.
Okay, where are the
Dan.
rest? I know there's more. Oh god.
So-
So,
Well, keep in mind I've absorbed a few, so
and you can spit them out.
yes, I can.
But what benefit is that for you?
Well, when we get
Oh,
to
for
that
the
stage
speed
of
thing.
development,
The speed thing. Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
right now it makes you faster to spit them out.
right? And eventually, what we want is to make them Nega Steves,
Yep,
but we haven't gotten to that stage yet.
exactly.
Oh, country buffet. I'm back.
Hey, there you go.
Congratulations!
He did it. You beat the level.
Victory.
Yeah.
That worked.
That's a game.
I think
That-
he
we
jumped
have
on
a
me
level.
the whole time. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Now victory poops. You get infinite poops when you beat the level, just until the next one loads up.
Yeah, it's like the solitaire program. You know, all the cards. Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah.
All
Okay.
right, so I'm gonna.
Ship it.
Yeah, pretty much. Also. Okay. Yeah, I think I know. You should be on background. You're on action,
All
and you should be spawning.
You also have to make the lava rise.
Oh, you're on layer 0.
Mhm.
That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
I need to say, hey, spawn on layer action. And you should be spawning right on top of Steve, and then say, hey, while you're on layer action, could you be moving to the bottom of the layer? And move to bottom. There we go.
What tools do you need as the void? I feel like you need more tools.
I mean, so the absorption aspect seems to be working just fine. Anytime I get near those things, they siphon right up. The spitting out works. We just don't have a purpose yet for the spitting out. Like, you haven't given that like an actual benefit.
What
yet.
if the spitting out were more of a bullet-esque thing?
Like I'm shooting them at?
Yeah. How hard would it be to destroy portions of a platform? Is that really hard?
That's a little bit tricky,
sounds
but not that much. Okay,
Really?
let's try that. Okay.
Because if you shot them out and they destroyed like parts of the platform,
It made it.
I just basically need to do this.
Because he can't hurt me. Like, we're not gonna have a health bar or regenerating health or anything like that. Like, basically, the poops are the health system.
Well, yeah, but the point is that eventually you expel all that you can, and at that point, I think you should stop being able to jump.
This is for a bit ahead of where we are, but just to get it out there.
Yeah, again, this is like day 7 closed door meeting of the design process.
So this is like a pro level player. If you can make it to the old country buffet with extra poops in you, stoops! With extra poops in you, stoops! Poops.
I'm with you, Alex. No, we'll get them on track.
In between levels, there are stores. So, like, let's say if I have 6 poops in me in there, I can buy like a special item or whatever. Before I go to
it's got to be cosmetic. You buy top hats for the stoops, and like you can buy.
No, there's a roguelike. Like in Spelunky, you can get like more bombs.
Okay, so
whatever.
only the pay for stuff is cosmetic. So if you want to like put money into the game,
actual money, like that's cosmetic. That's like smiley poops and stuff like that. Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah.
All right, so what would you buy?
Poop size upgrades.
Faster.
Stoop.
Faster. Stronger magnet, right? Stronger attraction magnet.
Yeah, for Steve. Yeah. Well, because it's automatically.
We've lost our designer.
We've automatically made it so the.
I mean, if I was her, I would have left a long time ago with the things that we've been pitching.
She's you know what? I've this has gone too far. she's pulling a. Okay.
Nope.
It's a duct tape. Now, okay, I see what we're gonna do. We're just gonna duct tape Dan's mouth.
What's happening here?
Is
that a Glover? What is?
I just brought you a friend, Alex.
There we go.
Hi.
Hey. Feels your pain.
Oh.
What is happening right now?
We've had to bring somebody else to mediate this design project.
An oven mitt?
It's Napstablook.
What? From Undertale.
From Undertale, yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right, I feel calm. I'm good. Thank you for that. I'll find a place.
Is this an actual design element in design meetings where it's like, okay, everybody take a break?
I've been in companies where there are indeed like puppets and stuff like that. And
yes. Now I feel better. You diffuse the whole stoop situation.
Yes, I feel calm.
So now he's okay if I say poop?
No!
Okay. What's the point of this then?
Of the naps the poop?
Because this is...
Napster poop.
That's our game.
Yeah,
it's a commentary on the downloading of music.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're making somehow you are going to make destructible platforms.
Yeah. Basically,
amazing.
what I'm. Oh, right. I also need to stop working in this layer. I just need. Okay, I'm in the background layer now, and basically, I just. Okay. Now these are all. Each platform is actually 8 little tiles.
Look at this.
And
how do you implement that? That's amazing. I'm sorry. I'm not interrupting. I'm just marveling.
Oh yeah. I basically just took. I picked one. Shrunk it, and then since they're meant to be tiled,
Right.
I'm just like placing them exactly at following the grid. So like up close, they look just like any other platform.
And then if they collide, they'll disappear.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is
that's some great problem solving.
I could just basically like do this and just to test it out, put a bunch.
This is how levels are made.
At the start, yeah. Like the actual way we'll do this normally is we'll actually plan like for chair. That's what we did. Like we planned it like the whole thing is based on a grid. This is how high the character can jump in this situation. Okay. This is an easy jump, hard jump. The limit
like 5 squares, 10 squares, 15
exactly,
squares.
And also like in different heights. So we decided when to use. This is the really hard jump. This is the easier jump, and we try to make it like. We pace it out in levels. Earlier levels only have the easy jumps. Eventually, we have the hard jumps. If there's a hidden thing, then we use a harder jump that we normally would.
Right.
that kind of stuff.
The maximum you could ever possibly make is 20 squares, so this one is 19 kind of thing.
Exactly. Yeah. And so that's how we make it work. So I just made these.
Okay.
Now, also this one is a unbreakable platform,
Sure.
but let's actually
fair.
let's make it breakable.
Can we make a power up so if you get it for 15 seconds, you can just hold in A to make a steady stream of poop that will propel you?
Yeah.
Power ups come later.
But
Okay.
yeah, totally.
Yeah,
That is a very easy power up to
I
do.
want like hundreds to come out in like a stream.
I bet you do.
And it could be like it could be like a quick rocket. Too.
Exactly. Yeah. Maybe like 10 seconds. I mean,
like
it's
Oh yeah, that's at that point that's balancing.
Yeah. It just turns into doodle jump.
So now the
But-
hard part will be if Alex ejects the dark, because now we're into like
The dark Steve.
Steve territory, right?
It froze again. Hold on.
Because now we're into Dark Steve territory where they have to be different than the normal Steves, right? So once they are absorbed by the void, can you just do a palette swap on that Steve character?
That's the thing. I was about to demonstrate this, but now it's like, it's having a lot of problems.
Oh, really? It's like
We may have put too much game into this game.
Oh wait, no.
Okay, I was
there
just
it is.
thinking.
All right.
Okay. Good. Yeah, that's the thing. I already have a system I can use for this.
I love it.
Because when the void is spitting out Steves, they are in a state where they cannot be reabsorbed. So I can just say that, the only time this state happens is when you're being spit out. So if in that state you collide with a platform, you destroy it.
Got it. Love it.
Okay.
And also I can make it so that, if you collide with a platform, you're immediately removed from that state.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and that kind of like should prevent a bunch of stuff. So,
Or what if? Okay,
Oh,
I know this is, but if you flip it around instead of destroying a platform, what if you make a platform so you're blocking off areas?
It has to make a platform with no jump through.
with no jump through.
Yeah.
So you'd be walling off as soon as you collide.
Oh yeah, you're grabbing Steves and turning them into platforms to
Yeah.
block it off.
Is that,
that's
is that too
interesting.
hard?
Oh no, that's easy.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's.
Well, could you do that two different ways? Could we have one button be the shoot, destroy platforms?
break platforms, make
Oh.
platforms.
Oh,
Totally.
man.
All right.
We should probably have a way for the Steves to break platforms down into mini Steves too, just to even things out
so
a
if
bit.
you, like-
But something that's they can't do as well or as quickly as the void.
Yes.
So it's a backup solution, but it's not as efficient as the
So
void.
is it like a Minecraft thing where like you punch a tree enough and then you got wood? Like
Maybe.
if Steve
Well,
punches a platform enough,
The void would have the ability to, the ability to destroy or build walls using the stoops.
okay.
Let's see. On collision with. Oh, I have two of these. Oh, right. This one. On collision with this usually is enough to let me isolate what is happening. Because otherwise, if I say like, hey, do this to the mini Steve, it's like the program is going to say, okay, I'm doing this to all the mini Steves in the entire game. But if it's checking, like you have the little arrow that says, in this specific split second,
Okay.
if mini Steve collides with thing, then it knows that, anything I'm going to make it do is only going to apply to that mini Steve that collided with the thing. It's
Okay.
smart enough to make that difference. So
It turns into a Steve.
it's, oh my God.
That would be
Guys, our release date was like 2 hours ago. We got to get this
That's
thing.
the nightmare
We got to get it out the
situation.
door.
Hey, a bad game is bad forever. Okay.
Yes, but a bad game, bad forever, also is on a marketplace where people can buy it. So we gotta get it out there, man.
We'll just push it back. People will understand. And, they'll
Yeah.
get it. They'll just say.
Our vision has to be complete by the
Yeah,
time
let's
this
check
hits store
Twitter, see how
shelves.
that's going.
We'll go into early access.
Ah,
Yeah,
really
check
like this.
Twitter.
Okay, so on collision, if you're magnet immune, then you are no longer magnet immune. And you are gone.
Oh.
All right. So let's see if this works.
Yes. Okay, so Vortex has to absorb.
Yep.
Oh, when I push up, I don't jump.
You
Uh-oh.
see, eventually I get to a point where I just don't have any poops left, and they're not like sucking into me. So like I just get too tiny, and there's
I just
and
I
now
like
here we go.
freezing you.
Wait, is this a way to kind of replenish though? Like, don't break it down yet. Can I press
Okay.
this like 40 times, and then I'll have a shitload of these?
And then I have to push out.
All right, now do it. No, I didn't have any.
All right, so Alex, can you shoot?
Oh shit.
Oh,
shit.
yeah. Totally doing it.
Why? It makes me. Okay.
All right.
Oh, make platforms freeze. Freeze.
Oh, sorry.
There we go. Okay, just wanted to test it.
So what we'll do, Dan, we'll just have to make little power, like Pac-Man nodes where you get more Steves. Throughout
and
the level.
also-
Hang on, real quick.
Yeah, huh?
I had an idea. Okay, watch. Vinny, freeze a bunch of these in the air.
Got it.
Can we make it so when I freeze it, that blocks the vortex?
Well, I think it is. Right?
Yeah.
Wait, so I can't move that? So I can make a little wall of poops to keep the vortex away from me?
To a point.
Yeah, try to move past one of these. Oh no, they're solid. You can't.
Yeah.
That's the thing. They're solid blocks, so it is totally.
So it will block any character.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay,
that's nice.
so I can make my own like cover.
Yep. So and one thing I should probably add also is that to make it an actual like double thing, so you can't just perpetually do it forever in the air,
Yeah.
or actually make it so that eventually if you don't land, you get less of a power from it.
Okay.
So I can do this easily. So what I'm gonna do is
I like where this is going.
I do too.
I'm going to add another variable to Steve. And that's going to be your jump strength. And it's going to start at, what is the thing we have right now? It's 1,000. Okay, it's going to be 1,000. And what I'm going to do is, okay, first things first. Even below. Every time you're on the floor. And I'm going to do a thing like only do this once. Trigger once while true. So don't repeat this every single time. Just once you land, do this once.
Uh-huh.
And after that, then I'm going to basically set your jump strength to 1,000. And then every time you do the mini Steve expulsion.
Uh-huh. I like it.
Let's see where it is. It should be a... Oh, I'm sorry. That's in the... Oh, I put it in the wrong place. It's in the mini Steve. Should be in the Steve section. There you go. Every time you... I'm going to set your jump strength to whatever your jump strength currently is, minus a bunch.
Okay, so let me see if I follow.
Oh, okay.
So is this like bunny hopping?
You're going to get successively smaller jumps eventually. And also I'm going to say... Oh, and also, by the way... Your jump strength has to be more than 0. You can't do this when you have no more jump strength. And your platform vector will be minus your jump strength.
So I can kind of feather jump in the air, but like I will keep going. It's like a Yoshi flutter jump thing.
You'll be able to make, like right now, it's going to be able to do like, I think, 3 or 4 air jumps.
Okay.
They will each be smaller than the last one.
Oh man.
You just designed. Look at that.
It's a new game now. It's a new game.
So now you actually have to think about the platforms.
Yeah.
And also, I think we're not seeing enough of it. So at the start...
I think my vortex needs to be a little bit faster.
A little faster?
Just a touch.
Or you need a boost button or
All right.
something?
I can do that easily. I'm just going to have your max speed be maybe like...
Burn some Steves.
Maybe 300?
Yeah, that
All
sounds
right.
about right. And right now, I'm... when you're absorbing your Steve is just minus 10. So what I'm going to do is, for the Steve magnet, I'm going to add you like a move mod.
Okay.
And I'm going to set it to like right now, maybe 30, which is a 10th of your speed.
Okay.
And in this thing, instead of plus 10, I'm going to say, this is how you would actually like code normally. Maybe not without the autocomplete, but you'll actually be doing this kind of thing.
With the same like dot syntax and...
it follows a lot of the conventions of a lot of languages, so it makes it easier to understand and also gives you like a leg up. So we're just going to move with this value. So if I need to, if you say, you know, this should like adjust more quickly, more slowly, then cool.
Right.
I change a value and everything changes instantly.
Okay.
That's usually also like where I put variables and stuff like that.
Got it. So it's basically like making your own little slider somewhere where you're like, okay, we'll tweak this.
Exactly. And okay, so that's done. I think when we're doing something else too, in the Steves. Oh yeah, right. So there's that. That's right. That's what I wanted to do. I'm going to add another group.
I think we have to lower your jump speed down a little bit. So you have to use more
Jump
of the
strength?
Jump strength. So you have to use more of the little Steves.
I think by making the feather jump or whatever, by limiting that, I
Yeah.
think we're okay.
Okay.
This
yeah,
is stuff
yeah.
we'll QA in a
Yeah.
balancing
Yeah,
pass
yeah.
just to make, because, I mean, again, we're just trying to get the mechanics down,
Sure.
like the actual game balance. Like, we'll need to focus test this. Like,
Oh,
we need
yeah.
to play test with a lot of different people. Make sure that we're hitting it right.
And on start layout, I'm just going to change the zoom.
Take it out or in?
Take it out a bit.
Okay.
And actually, you know what I could do?
Mm.
Okay. Actually, I'm gonna call an audible on myself and do this.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna say every tick you set. I think you can do this. Should be able to set the zoom. Not loaded from JSON. That's not what we want to do. Layout scale, layer scale.
Is it layer scale rate?
Not the rate. It should. Oh, layer
There it
scale.
is.
Or zoom to make it appear larger or smaller. I'm gonna do that.
And what will that be based on?
I'm gonna base it on. Now at 1, instead of being 1, I will set it to Steve's scale. Steve has an internal scale.
So it'll zoom in the map?
Exactly. So it should
Okay.
start like very zoomed out, but as you get smaller, it
Oh, yeah.
zooms in.
Oh,
Okay.
geez.
Awesome.
So it's gonna be your scale. So and I'm gonna maybe like by multiplied by 2. So let's see how that is.
I'm not a man.
Did you fall right through the earth?
I don't exist.
Oh, right. I only set the action layer scale, none of the other scales. And also, I'm going to make this, I'm going to make zoom, and because I'm going to use this in a bunch of events.
Okay.
So instead of just having to change the value every single time, I'm just going to do this like zoom. There we go. So I'm going to do this for every, there's probably a more elegant way to do it, but at this point, like, this works.
I mean, elegance is definitely the name of the game when it comes to Giant Bomb, and it's very.
Oh, yeah.
So is that like foreground, background, and then
Sky.
Okay.
Which doesn't follow my. I usually like
Sure.
background 1,
Right.
2, 3, 4 with parallax. Yeah, so we're on a
We'll fix it later,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
So
slash and burn. Okay.
okay. I put this in the wrong direction. Right.
I
Zoom.
kind of like that you're getting smaller. It's getting zooming out.
Yeah.
It's like, what do they call that zoom in film when it like they're dollying it forward but
sure.
zooming out?
Yes, it's not optics compression.
I forget what it's called. It looks cool.
Okay, I want it to be divided by zoom. I think that's what I wanted to do. Yeah, because it's technically it's a scale. So as you scale it up, it gets bigger.
Rack zoom.
Is it?
I think that's something.
Okay.
I think.
Is it the camera's getting closer and the
then
zoom
you're
is
pulling
pulling
it
out?
back, yeah.
Or okay. It's always when it's like coming in on
There we
someone's
go.
face.
Okay.
That's what we're looking for.
Awesome.
This is it. This is it, folks.
Uh-oh.
Oh
Bye.
yeah, man. The limited jump is really.
You're gonna have to use your Steve.
I have to
your-
think
your
now. I have to
Steves.
think now.
And also,
Thinking with Stoops.
if what I should do is instead of just destroying Steve because that screws everything up, I should probably just
Dolly zoom. Somebody says.
Mm.
actually, you know what? Yeah. If instead of destroying Steve, if you fall into the lava, I should probably okay.
You burst into a bunch of stoops.
Remember how we started with just a blank page?
I know, right?
And now we have art.
I mean, we have definitely made art here. There's a statement being made
It
with
is
this game.
by definition art.
I
Yeah,
don't know what art is, but I know it when I see it.
Yeah.
and I'm looking at it right now.
So sets when you collide with the background, I'm just gonna do something I usually do as a game phase.
Hmm?
So I'm gonna set game phase to
What's a game phase?
2. Basically, is just I'm gonna do a thing where
Oh, like you
all
start
of
over.
these actions I'm gonna tell like new event above, and I'm gonna tell you, hey, if game phase is equal to 1, then all of this works.
Okay.
And as soon as you collide with the lava, I'm going to set game phase to 2. So now I'm just ignoring everything
Got it.
Steve does. So we should be, the screen should just like, if you like to demonstrate by just falling into the lava. Yeah, so now the game keeps
Okay.
running, but and then I could say,
Gotcha.
oh, game phase 2,
Is
then you
restart.
appear like game over,
it.
stuff like that.
Right.
And I could say that, and if you reach the end, then I'm going to switch it to game phase 3, and
Which
I say,
is restart.
3 is the you win and stuff like that.
Oh,
so
okay.
I use that as like a quick and dirty way
Would one of those be like the start, like game phase 4 would be the start, or 0 would be the start of it?
Yeah, how I usually work in games, like again, to use an example, like my silly driving game. Game phase 1 is the title screen, and then when you do certain things, I have game phases like between 1 and 10 are all of the different steps to build the whole game.
Oh, okay.
And then when it gets to 10, then
You're ready to
now
go.
you're ready to go to do things.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So I use this as kind of just ways to like you could totally do this this is just a layout.
Right.
You can make a bunch of these and have the game switch to different layouts. I just like having it all in one layout.
Sure.
It's a preference. It might not be the most efficient, but it's how I'm used to work. And that's another good tip for game. Like if you're making games, work the way you feel the most like able to do it, and just like don't really worry about the best way to make a game. Just
Right.
make it work, and eventually you'll learn how to make it work better. And having worked with a bunch of people, nobody does it the same way. It's fine. Like there's some basic things like, don't like get the art machine and the story machine going day one. Maybe hold off a bit until you have
What?
a game.
Or well, whatever.
It's
The art machine's always running in my head.
I'm already drawing fan art.
All right, I think we are.
All right.
Wait, can we put a quick restart phase in it so that if we do die, it just restarts?
Yeah, like the
it?
back button or something.
oh yeah. I can totally do that. I can make it so that who wants to decide?
I think Steve decides.
I think
that.
player
All right.
1, yeah.
Steve decides. So I'm gonna put this thing. Oh, and this thing is outside of the game phases, so it doesn't need to be there. So
This is going to be like a quick restart,
back.
like Trials evolution thing.
I think
Yeah.
so.
what I'm gonna do is, oh my gosh, we're gonna do a function.
Okay.
I'm excited. Okay, I'm gonna add the function object, and what I'm gonna do is, when you press back, we call the function restart.
Okay.
And then here in the config, I'm going to have a new thing that is, hey, if on function restart, do these things. So I can I can have a bunch of different events called restart, and they'll all point to the same thing, which is
Okay.
way more efficient
Yes, than,
than
like-
just having to copy and paste. Because if you need to change
Right.
how restart works, you have to do it everywhere, and you might forget one, and it's a big nightmare. So I'm going to do
Big
that.
nightmares are what we deliver here at Giant Beast Video Games. At Giant Beast University.
Academy.
Academy.
Sorry.
Academy.
Yes.
Do you need to be accredited to have a university?
I mean, I'm sure
No,
there are
no.
a lot of things we need to be accredited in to do what we do, but, that's never stopped us before.
Ask for forgiveness,
Yeah.
not permission.
So basically, on restart the layout and reset
Yes.
the global variables to their default. So hopefully this should work.
We should run restart when you fall in the lava too.
Yeah.
I kind of like just letting you like
Yeah, I do too.
simmer there for a
All
bit.
right,
Okay,
it works.
sure.
Yep.
So
totally
jump
works.
into the lava, and then
Then you'd have to push the back button.
Okay.
Perfect.
it still works.
All right, try and jump up there, Dan. See if you can get
All
up
right.
there.
So one of you is going to be down there. Now come back to me.
Come back to me.
Oh,
I
now
feel like
I
I'm
gotta
not
loop
moving
around.
toward.
I think I saw you.
I was, but
Got to get you back. Come here.
oh man, I'm so slow.
Are you moving?
Oh,
Whoa.
boy.
I'm too slow.
you
That's
are very
the problem.
slow.
Okay, let's
I'm slow pouring over here.
okay. Let's go into debug mode, and I'll just go to Steve Magnet. Figure out what the heck is happening with Steve Magnets here. Well, yeah, your speed is
I fell through the world.
180.
max speed,
Hey,
overall speed 0,
guys,
acceleration.
I'm coming.
The character sucks.
to
Watch
get
out!
you.
Why are you so slow? Yeah, like your
Just
Oh, what about your-
hold up, guys? I'll be there.
oh, your move mod is
in a
already.
minute.
Oh, wait. Okay. I think I know what happened
Whee!
here.
Oh, the move mod.
I forgot to set the move mod to 300 by default.
Ah, there we
Oh.
go.
Okay.
Oh
There
wait,
it is.
Or did I? Hold on. Because it's 30,
Uh-huh.
and
Then
It
times
should be
10.
300.
yeah, and your speed should be maximum speed should be 300 by default. I'm not sure why it's
Well, the move mod
changing.
still says 30.
Yeah, I'm gonna like pump up your acceleration and deceleration to make
Whoa.
it super fast.
I'm gonna break the whole damn thing.
This,
what's
this
going on
last
here?
patch had really buffed the void.
Here it
Oh,
comes,
shit.
guys. All
Okay,
right.
this is
All
way
right, go.
scarier
Now it's
now.
real.
All right, Vinny, suck in.
Okay, I can't get away.
This sucks.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, wait, I don't have a jump really at all unless I have, like, I can't
go.
even. I can't. I need
Oh.
you.
It's weird.
wait, you're right.
I fell through the world again.
Oh, did you
So
shoot?
I only have a full-scale jump if all my poops are inside me.
No, it's weird. You should. Oh, and you're falling through the
That's
floor.
been happening, yeah. So like now, once there are 4 poops out, I can't jump. Or I can't double jump.
Okay, this might be because of
poop mod. Stoop mod.
It could be because of the scale. That when I change the scale, you're kind of clipping through the platform. That could be it. So what I'm gonna do is, instead of every tick, I'm just gonna make it at the start of the layout and just try to work with that and see if that's a problem.
All right.
1.
On my
I have to sacrifice my young, basically. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I fell through. That.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Hold on.
Are there seams in the platforms?
Oh gosh, are there seams in the platform?
Alex, you're Steve for the next few minutes.
You've got a okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, this is a tricky one. That's were you like just walking and you just fell through?
Yep.
Well, did you ever fall through the bottom one, the first one you started on? Okay, so it's not seams in the platform because that bottom one is one solid, isn't it?
Oh, sorry. What I'm gonna do is just for fun, I'm gonna change this back instead of a jump through to a solid. Just see. Oh, is it the jump through thing that's making it weird?
Maybe.
I mean, there's probably a lot of debugging we would need to do here.
Oh yeah. That's the fun. Yeah, the fun part is. Oh, actually, I should put it back in there. There we go. Whee.
Okay. Uh-huh.
I appear to be out.
Oh, it's not okay. It's not resetting. Let's see here. Did I make this right? Trigger once. Oh, it could be the trigger once. Let's see. Platform is on the floor, and I'm just going to do it the right way, which is a way that I think works well. Is I'm going to say, hey, is your jump strength to 1,000? No, you should probably set it to 1,000.
Okay.
So you're on the floor and you're not 1,000. Set it to 1,000.
What does that do?
Basically, instead of saying like, oh, only once when you're on the floor, reset your jump thing.
There we go.
Okay.
But okay. So when I do the double jump, more appear.
I think I have to say, the mod you changed is the force mod of the sucking of these guys up, because they seem to really want to go into that void. Oh.
Okay, you're having a lot of trouble.
Oh yeah, they are shooting off into the void.
Okay. Let me.
So maybe that mod was the mod tied to his speed, or was it tied to the force of the pulling of the?
I think I only use
scoops?
it for. Yeah, that's the direction. Magnet move mod is only used
Okay.
for this one. However, this force, I can lower it a bit if it's too much.
Okay, it seemed to have just gotten higher. Watch when he shoots him out when he starts.
Also, could be because of the physics. If everything is smaller, it could be that everything has a lower mass.
Yeah,
And
everything's
that's-
being pulled to.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, yeah. They're definitely like I'm not controlling them. They're just, which is kind of cool, but they're definitely, or maybe the gravity's just pulling them down. I don't know.
But they're pulling toward the vortex. So like they're not pulling
Yeah.
toward nothing.
Okay, so I think that's what happened because. I'm gonna lower this like just a little bit again, just to see because it
Okay.
could be that now they have like they're super light.
Yeah, I think what we would actually need to do is create some sort of like collision detection for the force. Like I have to be within a certain range for them to start.
Oh, right,
pulling them
totally.
in.
Yes, that is. You know what? We can totally do
And
that.
now it's actually not doing it.
Yeah. So what we can do is, that force could just be a function of the distance, and
Right.
Really?
Yeah. So what we're doing is every tick, and we're gonna do and for each mini Steve here too. Each mini Steve. Every
Oh, right.
tick,
That was the other thing, was that the vortex can only siphon them in when the vortex is not moving.
Right.
Yep.
Okay.
That was the thing.
So instead of being 1, I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to calculate the distance, which now this is a little expression I can do. Distance, so the x and y of the first two. So I'm going to do Steve magnet dot x. That's the first one. Steve magnet dot y. And then the other one is the mini Steve.
So it's a distance between Steve Magnet, Wait, XY position of Steve Magnet.
Yeah, basically this.
And how far you are away from the mini Steve's.
Yeah,
XY.
this distance means the further away you are, the
less it should be.
Yeah, right now it's the more it will be. So that's gonna be incredibly off the charts because the distance is gonna be like 400, 500, 600. So we don't want that. So what we want to do is, knowing that distance is gonna be pretty big, we want to. So maybe we're gonna say, okay, maybe I don't know, 1,000 minus the distance, and that should give us something interesting.
Sure.
And then all of that, we divided by maybe by 1,000 just to get that number down a bit, or maybe 100.
Oh, yeah,
let's just try that. Let's see how this goes.
All right.
This might get a little bit wild.
All right.
Are there any mechanical things that change that I need to know
void,
about?
you'd have to stop moving to suck in, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Does it auto suck in when it's not moving?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
But there's now a distance range to it, so it can't just do it from anywhere on the screen.
Yep.
Okay.
So yeah,
I have to platform to get up there. Okay, Vinny, freeze. All right, get ready to freeze again. Oh, you just say freeze.
I just hold it.
Do I still have poops? Okay, I have a lot now.
I think at some point we'll have to create a system where when I'm close enough, I can pull in even the frozen ones. But as a starting point, this is not bad.
Okay.
This feels like because there has to be something that can negate the Vinny freezing them.
Yep. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a little bit of okay. So there you are. Okay. So I'm gonna add a new object, a new sprite. I'm gonna put it here. I'm gonna pull that same lollipop thing, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it here. Its size, I'm actually gonna blow it up a bunch. Let's say 300 by 300.
Okay.
And does that seem like good enough? I think that's a big chunk of the screen there.
Yeah,
Sure.
that's significant.
That's significant. So let's go with that for now.
Well, does it serve a purpose for me to get smaller when I jump anymore?
It's just as it's a fun.
It's a visual
graphical
aid.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
a fun visual aid.
Okay, gotcha.
I could make your jump strength proportional to your size, so that you jump smaller and smaller. But this is in balance.
I think that's something we attack later on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine.
In a future installment.
Yep.
So I'm gonna just give this the pin behavior, and what I'm gonna do is at the start, Steve magnet. Oh, I have a start of layout here. I can just use that, and I already have the magnet pin doing the same thing. So I'm just gonna copy these over, and replace the magnet pointer with the magnet range, and replace Steve with Steve magnet.
Okay.
And what's going to happen is this is going to give us this big, weird, faded range circle around the magnet. And this, actually, you know what, just for funsies, I'm going to put
I see what you're doing.
I'm going to make this spin too, but in the other direction. That's going to be psychedelic.
This has been the best part of the stream for me, is actually on the fly being able to finally suss out what it is you're doing after a certain amount of descriptions. That's what that's gonna do. Okay.
Yeah, and basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find the mini Steves, and the part where I say, okay, hey, you're immobile. I'm gonna add a thing that says, oh, if button A is down, and I'm gonna have to add for each mini Steve. We're using this a lot. And
if you're within range?
Exactly. Mini Steve, are you overlapping magnet range?
I see it.
So basically, if you're not overlapping magnet range, then become immovable. Otherwise, it doesn't matter. You'll be movable and disabled. And also can add another thing, which is here. I can add another thing, witches.
Witches.
Yeah.
I would like to turn into a witch.
Absolutely.
That's for the sequel.
And I can say, oh, by the way, for each mini Steve, there's an overlapping magnet range. You're movable and you're no longer solid. And basically, these three events should do it. If you're overlapping magnet range, you can no longer become immovable. And if you already were by the time the magnet range touches you, then I force you to no longer be immovable. So this should work in theory.
Let's try it.
All right.
Whee.
Okay. Oh, I fell out.
Oh, cool looking.
Here's my
Okay.
range. So as long as I get within range.
Yep. So
Yep, there it is.
Yeah,
Okay.
so like if you make like freeze them, Vinny, and then just Alex go touch them and see what happens.
It's working.
Oh, nice.
So I'm pulling them in as long as they're within that
actually,
swirly line there.
You know what I'm gonna do? Okay, hold on. You should be able to pull them in even when you're moving if they're that close.
Right, I was.
Oh.
They were coming in.
They were falling directly down because
Okay.
they were physicsy, but they weren't attracted to you.
Okay.
So I'm gonna force them to be attracted to you when they're close enough.
Okay.
That sounded weird.
I understood the intent there.
Yeah. Okay, so I was it's in
I
the
think
Steve
when they get
magnet.
too small, they should kill
there
you.
it is.
Vinny, we're going to have to end the
tiny-
stream eventually. So I think at some point we're going to have to stem the tide of ideas, and we're just going to have to make good on the vision as we have executed up to this point.
All right. After this, I think we have to get rid of some platforms. It's too easy for you, Dan. To get
All
up
right.
there.
It is. I need to actually use the mini Steves.
So each mini Steve that is, what I can do is I can just make, I can make 2 different offshoots of this thing, and they both do the same thing, and it's just going to be for each mini Steve, or is it that, like, if Steve magnet is not moving, you apply the force, or if you're overlapping magnet, you apply the force too.
Okay. So it's the same rule set, just applied for different situations.
Yep. And if you're not moving and within a magnet range, then they're going to be super sucked in.
Okay.
And I think that's a quirk. I could code that out, but I think this is neat.
No, I think that's a fun quirk.
All right.
Here we go.
See if we can get up there.
Didn't even touch the ground.
Oh,
I like grab the wall. Just gonna go straight up. Yeah.
Too easy.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Yeah, it's a bit hard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. I'm in the poop again. There! Oh, I fed you, and I won. That worked.
Yeah, so
That's a strategy.
at this point, it should be like, level design and victory.
Yeah. Absorbital.
Uh-huh.
Oh, God.
Yes.
Vinny, press the suck in button. Oh, yes. Oh, they're all stuck in there in a little cage. I got to go down there.
So
I'm saving them.
There are only,
Get in here.
There are only as many Steves as there ever were, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The math isn't perfect.
Yes.
Okay.
Because I remove 5%, add 5%, so it doesn't exactly. I should be tweaking it a little bit more.
But here's the thing: we have mechanics here that work.
Yeah.
They're doing the thing that we intended them to do.
Absolutely.
There's no way.
And you destroyed the platform. I love it.
Oh, God. All right. Made it.
Congratulations. And at some point we'll put in a victory condition for that, and that will be that. But man, this is
working. All right, we call this. What do we call this?
This was
Jumpin' Dump.
Stevie Stoops jumping
No.
dump.
What version is it? What do you?
this is like
right.
0.1.
This is 0.01.
Yeah. Let's go back here. I'm just gonna save
Stevie
once
Stoops
again.
jump and dump.
And
Good name for a
version.
game.
Yeah.
This made me so happy.
This is amazing.
Oh, and
This is very cool.
author. Yeah.
Giant Bomb East.
Just put all of us.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. Let's.
Well, I was just gonna say all of us.
Oh, like all
I
of
think
it.
that works.
All of us. Because the chat.
I mean, let's
the
be
chat
fair.
helped. Chat helped.
We did like 10% of this.
Oh, yeah, she did all the work.
Yeah.
Yeah, Alexandra was clearly the MVP here.
All right, we should end. You're right. We should end the
Yes.
stream because at some point they're just diminishing returns on creativity.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
It's easy to get. Yeah. You get stuff done quickly, and at some point say, okay, how what do we learn from this? Is there something cool there? And where we go from there? Some companies like Double Fine that does like their thing where for like 2 weeks we do like just a bunch of these small projects. That's the thing is there are totally diminishing returns, but it's great to start small projects, try stuff, and then maybe it clicks, maybe it doesn't. You move on to something else. It's something like I've heard also like artists do, like you assume that what you're doing is crap and you get used to destroying it and starting over. That's
Iterating.
okay. Yeah, you did something interesting. Nothing might come of it, but you keep going.
But I got to say, as a first draft prototype here, I feel like, we got somewhere.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
made something.
So we've got the next giant ROM does it have a schedule or not yet?
There is semi-annual, so
Okay.
I have to do one before September 31st if I
Okay.
want to keep them calling them semi-annual.
All
So
right.
Gotcha.
I'll check. Like also, I often like to check with you folks. Like, oh, is there a time that fits well?
Never.
Or never. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. But like not during E3.
No.
That's not a good idea. And also check with the community. Oh, maybe a lot of people are free in that time of the year, so I don't want to not like the September, not a good time because everything's coming out. But yeah, it's
Yeah.
like probably sometime November, December, gonna do something, and also check out with themes because now I need a new theme from you also
Okay.
at some point because you passed a turn this time because your theme got selected last time,
Okay.
and now it was Drew. So Drew's gonna pass his turn next time.
Okay.
But now eventually we're all like going to like every single time I run that like random button, I say, okay, is this the time that it's landing on Italian Pac-Man?
and it never hits?
Not yet, but
Oh,
like
man.
now also I'm doing like two themes per.
Okay.
So because like this time it was like as to honor Austin's departure, we went with Bleak Cyberpunk Dystopias.
Yes.
Gonna retire his slot, and also it was
like putting the jersey on the wall.
exactly.
Yeah.
It was like Drew's one, which was E3. So we got a lot of bleak dystopian E3 games.
Yeah. Well, so that and we used that's the make a game in how long is usually?
I like to make these long jams just because like people in the community might not like are
They have
they have
regular
day jobs,
lives.
yeah, stuff. So basically, I always have it 2 weekends and the week between them, so 9
Okay.
days, just to give folks time.
Yes.
And we're also like, the this is not like a medal award kind
Right.
of thing. We do like to reward everyone who participates, but like we want everyone to have fun, make games, and gosh, they make games.
where can they find them?
Actually,
Yeah, why don't you bring it up?
hey, yeah, I have this thing here.
Let's load up one before we go here. And while you're
Yep.
loading that up, we were using Construct 2.
Yes.
And what was the asset pack we were using?
It was
Was-
Kenny.
Kenny.
Kenney.
Is it possible for us to put this file up somewhere so people could download it?
The game we made.
Yeah.
I can put it on itch.
Okay. We should probably do that.
Yeah, if we go like in game jams, then
Yeah, let's make itch regret its open platform as much as humanly possible.
So if we just go, jams in progress, upcoming jams, and let's see. Oh yeah, we can just do this. Yeah. So this just ended, so it should be. Oh, Giant ROM 3. There it is.
There it is.
Yep. So that was the. Oh, and by the way, I think this is the second one. Oh no, okay. The second one, I messed up the URL, so there's dashes, but. Yeah, that was the second
There we
one. I had to like really and these one this one was what Hideo Kojima does next.
Yes.
And that was a
I
fun
remember
one.
this one. That
And
was fun.
Vinny, have you played Caravella's Critical Crisis?
I think I did. Click it.
Yeah, it's
I think we
the
got audio here too, so.
that was like the one like it's about you, so I figured hopefully you checked it out.
This is like the internet. I just go to
Yeah,
whatever
Vinny
has my
name
name
searches
on
a
it.
lot. He
Yeah.
plays
Yeah,
anything
yeah.
with his name on it.
Yeah, so that was like a pretty and also I learned that some of the people who worked on this game now work with Rich Gallup.
Oh no
Oh,
shit!
really?
Yes.
Oh, that's
wow.
awesome.
That's
Blew my
funny.
mind.
So you never know. Hey, you never know. You never know.
Yeah, pretty much. And like this, so and like the second one, I did this graphics, and for the third one, like last minute, I have to do this. I need a graphic. What am I going to do? And like, hold on a second. I just did the two here, and so
Clever.
I just like so I
Ah.
went, hey, thanks me of 6 months ago for making this a 3. So next time I'm going to have to like do something else though. But yeah. So
I don't know if I've seen any from the latest batch. You want to just select one at random here?
yeah, absolutely. If we look into the results, the biggest one was like tactical cyberpunk journalism.
Let's see what it
cyberpunk.
is. Is it playable in a browser?
I don't know. There we go. Oh, it's a download.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
I can.
We can look at the screenshots at least here.
Yeah. Yeah, like it
It's a 25 meg download. Just
and Kenny, like Kenny.nl, game assets.
Okay.
So like get the assets, you can donate, you can shop. As I understand it, like I got a lot of my assets from like donating. There's like a donation packs at some point. Otherwise, they have like a bunch of these like cheap ones, or they have like for a bunch of different things. They have some 3D isometric ones.
And they're free, or you can.
I know a bunch of free, and
Okay.
some might be
like
you have
free.
packs, like
Right,
asset
you
bundle.
donate and you get access to them.
Exactly, or you have a bunch of them apparently free. But yeah, they're they're fine, folks.
Is there a way for us to upload the files that you use to make the game so people can tweak it and take the constructor to file?
Absolutely. What we can do is when we submit a game, and like I should probably put this in Giant Bomb 0.
Sure.
Just because that's where all the Giant Bomb stuff goes.
Okay.
And in the download, you'll have the game playable in browser.
Yes.
And in the downloads, I said, hey, here are the files.
Oh, perfect.
If you want to
that'd be
mess
so
with
nice.
them. And it's
Okay.
just a single file, and you can like.
That's a nice thing for
Nice.
people to just get started. All right, let's load up
Yeah.
this Cyberpunk. What's it? Cyberpunks? Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
More info.
You don't have it. You will never get it.
Right.
There you
Anyway.
go.
This is viruses, basically. Okay. Oh no!
That's me. I'm
I've
sorry.
been activated. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Can you? Is it?
Who's
It's
got
Alex.
I
Oh,
got
it's
it.
mouse.
it? Does it full screen? Does it Alt Enter? I think so.
Yeah.
Hey, that's
Okay.
me.
Oh, but I think we lost the audio. Oh, there it is.
Okay.
Nice. Do you know what this was made in?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Probably the page will let us know.
Okay.
It could have been Game Maker. Could be Construct. It could be Unity too.
You could see it being made in any of those.
Yeah. It's hard to tell. I don't see the fact that the cursor doesn't change when you press Alt Enter. Is probably means something. That's probably someone said,
Okay.
I know what that is.
I don't know if I'm actually doing anything here.
I'm clicking. I think it's a
Okay.
mouse.
Uh-huh. Nice.
This is a wildly outdated presentation of Dr. Trek's
Yeah.
Way.
Yeah,
Just to be
yeah,
clear,
yeah.
this is not in canon.
Well, this is an alternate universe, so
That's true.
Mm-hmm. And this was Cyberpunk Dystopian Future, right?
yeah, bleak cyberpunk dystopias
Okay.
and or E3 presentation.
Okay. Or E3. So
Right.
this could be a combo.
Yeah, totally,
Okay.
totally.
I don't approve of giving Game Bomb any sort of promotion whatsoever.
Is it an actual site? Is it a big joke or is it an actual thing?
Oh,
forget-
it's
It's
well,
the realist
those
site.
things don't have to be mutually exclusive.
Okay.
That's
Nice.
true.
Uh-huh.
V-bomb in the
Okay.
wall.
Oh, no.
All right. Nice. Or sad, but okay. So she's Duder.
I guess.
Okay.
Okay, through cyberspace, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So this is some lore. This is some.
Yeah,
sad-
exactly.
We'll get there with Stevie Stoop.
Yeah. Well, to this level.
Yeah.
Well,
I'll work on
gosh, I
some
hope
drafts
so.
when I get home.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah, so like survive, yeah, you can kind of like suss out with the game. And this is also a great way to like, you start with a jam. You make a game, okay, how can I lore this up? How can I make this make sense? And then you wrap it up. Or this could have been like, a fully fleshed idea that sprang forth.
right.
That heck happened too. Oh no,
Oh, I see. Oh,
it should have been run.gfp.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
okay. I just want to see the gameplay.
Yeah.
No, this is it.
This. Well, no, you got to pick your team.
Oh my god. Oh, Solid
jeez.
Scanlan, Agent Shoemaker, V-Bomb, the Wolf,
Naturally with
the
the
Big
mask.
Shampowski,
Uh-huh.
Jason OS
Dot
Strike,
Striker. All right.
Hakalar,
Nice.
the Walker, the Luchador, the baby.
Wow.
Man, they really went deep on this.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, even though, yeah.
Yeah, and oh, you can even like
Oh, outfit
Oh,
changes.
dang.
Clothes.
A lot
okay.
of sprite
Jeez.
swapping. Okay.
gosh. Yeah, actually, yeah. That looks interesting. Let's
Let's
go.
do it.
Jack
That's
in.
the most Solid Snake looking outfit
Yeah.
by far.
Oh wow.
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
This look. Yeah, to me this seems a little bit like Game Maker because there's a little bit of pixel twisting.
What's pixel twisting?
If you see like it's the pixels are slightly shifting to the
Oh,
side.
sure.
Or again, I could be completely wrong. Oh wow. Ooh. I'm okay. I really like. Oh gosh.
Huh.
Oh yeah, it's sort of like a Robotron-esque.
This seems like it took some work.
Yeah.
I would say so.
Yeah.
Gosh, this
I
looks
would
good.
absolutely say so.
All right, we're gonna end this stream.
All right.
I think they might go through and check some stuff out over on the West Coast.
Right.
Yeah, that'd be
for this
great.
stuff. I just wanted to give a shout out to everybody who submitted. Okay.
That was a stream, man.
Yeah.
We did it.
Kind of made a game.
We're doing
Kind of
something-
made a game.
We're doing something special.
We made the primordial basic pieces of a game.
All right, let's get out of here. Where can people find you and your work?
I'm always on Twitter at HavocHQ. You can also find my general page at ZandraVandra.com. And I will also be at PAX, where I'll be involved in a lot of shenanigans. And if you find me at PAX, I'll probably be demoing my game. So let me know, the game I'm making with my friends at Iconoclast. If not, I will probably...
Which is a...
It's a cyberpunk coffee shop conversation game.
Yes.
And hopefully we'll have a build and we get to show it off. And
And again, you're making this on your own.
we're a small
own,
team.
but
Yeah,
small
we're a
team.
small
Yes.
team. Yeah, a small. The sun never sets on Iconoclast.love. We have multi time zone team working on stuff, and it's the indie thing is pretty good. It's pretty nerve wracking, but also pretty
Yeah.
fun, and it's always
You've gone super indie now. Now you're
Yeah.
the indiest.
yeah absolutely.
An Indie Nova.
That's right. You've collected all the indie in your just like Steve. You're now
Yeah.
spewing
Yeah.
forth indie. All right, that's gonna do it. Thanks everybody. Thanks Alexandra.
Hey, thank you so much for having me.
And we'll be back maybe in the future with more learning.
Absolutely.
And now I've got to fade out. Bye.